With you.
All right, bro. Thank you, El Conquistador.
You're welcome.
All right, bro.
Good morning, and welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk this morning. There's Pat Godwood.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Ace Cosby's here.
Chick.
Willie Griswold out on the road making America laugh. I'm Chick McGee, and here is the one, the only, Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Chick. Let's see now. A couple things going on here. First off,
Does this count as singing?
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Da-da-da. Oh, that does too. Chick McGee's at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. And it's going to be pretty hard to get a better sportscast than yesterday. All that great baseball action, the language.
At least bilingual or trilingual.
Calls. Yeah, we dug this up later in the show. Maybe we can feature that early this morning again.
I got it.
Really fun stuff. A couple other items happening. Of course, Ace Cosby is our engineer and also happens to be the pizza man this month. Ace eating nothing but pizza every meal, every day, and doesn't seem to be doing any harm.
All month long.
And that also means that Pat Godwin is required to do a pizza song every day. Do we have something in the quiver, if you will?
We do. Something with Dean. Dean on bass.
Okay. Well, that means we can't. You'll have to tell me when and where you're ready. Now, Christy Lee is in her...
Hello.
Headed out to take pictures of elephants.
That's right.
I love that outfit. That's kind of a safari look.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Thanks.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
You're throwing me there, dude. Just
Why?
wearing a collared shirt with no sweater on.
Yeah. I got it.
It looks great.
It looks really
Very
nice.
handsome.
It brings out whatever I have, yeah.
You have blue eyes.
I had my, no, I don't have that. No, I think I'm going to get my color done. What do you think? I think I'm a fall. I'm very olive. I get my...
Let me get it done.
Get your color done. What colors would go best with you?
Are you
I
a
see.
summer, winter,
With your
spring,
pallor.
fall?
I see.
If you will.
So they don't alternate. They don't change your color in any way.
No.
No, this isn't a blackface type deal. No,
my
Tom.
God.
No.
Kind of a minstrel show.
Oh.
And we're off. Wait, it's not even...
Coming up today, we're going to talk with actor and comedian Michael Rapaport.
Cool.
Who's in one of my favorite movies that no one else on earth likes. It's called Lucky Numbers with John Travolta and Lisa Kudrow and Ed O'Neill.
Had me watch that.
And you didn't like it, did you?
I didn't think it was good, but I liked it. It was one of those things.
It's universally reviewed in a negative way.
Is that about the lottery?
Yeah, they try to fix the lottery.
I think I
It's
saw
got
that.
one of the finest
Stratton.
sight gags I've ever seen.
Oh, good. He's also in, what is it, Mighty Aphrodite?
Yeah, he's terrific in that.
Woody Allen movie.
He's a great actor.
He's also a stand-up comedian. We're going to talk with him coming up later this morning. And Al Jackson will be here helping us out with the American language and giving us a little bit of hipness. Now, I mentioned this baseball situation. Major League Baseball starting off next week. But in the meantime, again, getting great ratings, I understand, Chick.
World Baseball Classic. We'll talk about it. Yeah, set, as you might imagine, set ratings for television viewing and also attendance for the games. Off the chart this year. Very, very popular event.
And it ended up with quite a dramatic ending.
Yeah.
And why don't we share, since we got this later in the show yesterday. This is really kind of cool.
This is English. Shohei Otani striking out Mike Trout.
Trout's ready. 3-2. He struck him out. Otani strikes out Trout, and Japan's back on top of the baseball world.
And this is in Miami, right?
Yeah, and this is the Japanese version.
フルカウント。大谷か、トラウトか。空振り三振。最後は大谷翔平が締めくくった。侍ジャパン WBC
Holy hell.
奪還。
Son of a Oh.
And then we have the Spanish version.
Yes, we do.
Dos outs.
Oh, yeah.
Shohei contra Trout.
Home Trout.
Felicidad. What is it?
Merry Christmas.
Something about a capon.
A chicken. Chicken got on the field.
Okay.
Didn't you see that at the end? Yeah. And also, Japanese television stuck to its live coverage from Miami for almost 2 hours after Japan beat the United States. Must see in Japan, Shohei striking out Angels teammate Mike Trout on that pitch was played repeatedly during between player interviews. Beer sprayed clubhouse interludes. I don't know how they have a Japanese beer, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And the tradition of team members tossing the winning manager and players into the air. The country's top circulating newspaper, of course, the Times. No, it's called Yomiuri. Rolled out a special Wednesday afternoon edition for commuters, usually reserved for serious matters of state on late-breaking election news. The headline read in Japanese, of course, Japan, the world's #1.
That's great.
Oh, so there you go.
What a cool thing. It kind of reminded me of, we were talking about the Olympics, I guess the Paris Games coming up. Mm-hmm. And there's always something with the Olympics.
It's always something.
It's always something. This Olympics, the highlight's going to be breakdancing. They've added, which is ridiculous. But that whole thing is listening to that in Japanese reminded me of this when the year that they added the sumo ski jumping to the Olympics.
Oh yeah, that was
remember this. So
it was. In all honesty, it was a demonstration sport, and it only lasted for one Olympic.
Yeah, it didn't go well. No. We have some of the audio. Here we go.
Psyching himself up. Oh, yeah. He's counting it off.
There he goes. Yes, he stuck the landing there. Quite literally stuck
in the landing.
Yeah, that's why that was a demonstration sport that did not go well. It went away. Coming up in sports, what have you got over there?
More sports coming up, including we've got world record. Actually, in something that might be a record in soccer, an actual sport, believe it or not. But then we get back to the serious part of growing a beard. That is also a world record coming up.
Okay. All right. And we've got a lot of congratulatory letters to Christy.
Oh, good.
Once again, if you're just joining us, Christy announced a couple days ago, I guess, that she is, over the weekend, officially engaged.
On that topic, I don't know if you remember this, Tom, but you know our listeners. They're the best. They remember you. Tom made a promise that if Christy ever got married again, Tom would print 200 IV T-shirts. If no one is invited, though, how can we wear our shirts? What event should we wear?
Oh, IV, you mean like the Roman numeral?
Yeah,
I was thinking.
I'm thinking IV.
Yeah, I'm thinking. What did I say? What was the context?
Idiots. I can't live without your show. I'm driving all over the country delivering food.
Well, thank you.
His name's Dennis the Menace. So let's come across with those shirts. You're the one who said that she's going with Super Bowl numbers now. IV.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, I know. I get it now. I needed the context. What would you like on the T-shirts, Christy?
I don't want T-shirts. It's fine. I don't want any hoopla.
What if
I don't want showers.
we
I don't
made
want
them?
bachelorette parties.
How about Sharpies?
Since when whatever we wanted has mattered?
Good point. Very good point.
Now, I got Ace a gross, what was it, 144 of these Ace Cosby pens.
All right.
You got me 14 gross.
My God.
14 gross?
That's a lot.
No wonder they're still floating around. Would you and Andy like your own set of Sharpies?
No, that's
They're permanent.
Right.
If you, Josh is right.
Hang on a second. The sniper, Pat. They're permanent, meaning
I heard him.
You know.
Meaning. Yeah, explain that to me. What does that mean?
Well, actually, I have a big box of them in my garage. They've been there for like 15, 18 years.
Okay.
Pull some out every now and then. They still work. Perfect.
Of course they do.
All right.
Yeah, bring some of those in. I could use. I got this letter, Christy.
Yeah.
It says, "Congratulations on your upcoming marriage." And I know what is it? You're supposed to say best wishes or
Best
something
wishes to the bride. Congratulations.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Everyone means the best for you.
Sure.
Congratulations on your upcoming marriage, writes Peggy. I'm on my 4th. My husband and I will have been married 24 years in April. Don't change anything. My husband is my soulmate. So there you go.
See?
So maybe I think if we get some Christy and Andy Sharpies, I'm getting the look. I thought Ace and I both thought it was a good idea.
What am I going to do with them?
With what?
The Sharpies.
Give them to your
hand
friends.
them out.
Yeah, at parties. and
Everyone wants a Sharpie.
Don't you have to get a gift for all the bridesmaids and
Probably like 30
groomsmen?
Not having that kind of wedding.
So
remember?
you tell us.
It's a small affair.
Wait and see.
1,000 people.
I think it'd be nice.
Not going to be 1,000 people.
We're live downtown at the fourth wedding of Christy Lee. And, of course, she's marrying a what's-his-name, and we're going to have live coverage continuing. We'll go to Josh Arnold now. He's backstage with Chrissy as she gets dressed.
The governor and the mayor don't usually get along, but here they are. This is so nice, this kind of detente.
Mayor and I get along just fine.
Now, let's just move forward here. We have...
His wife's invited to my wedding.
We have coming up. We have a Pat Godwin song about pizza. Do we have something this morning?
Dana and I have to rehearse, but we'll be ready very soon.
Okay, all
Very
right.
soon.
Now, in the meantime,
There's still time to get your Raycon earbuds to listen to Pat's song coming up. That's right. Sort of, kind of. Raycon premium audio at the perfect price point. Build great habits without breaking the bank. Are you looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, low latency gaming headphones, or a speaker with a battery that will last all night at your next party? Raycon has you covered. Raycon start around half the price of other premium audio brands. You know you're going to love your Raycons as much as we do. And they've got 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, and awareness mode. Ready to buy something small with a big impact on your life? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. One more time, 15% off. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom.
the Raycons, by the way, will stay locked in, which is nice to know. Besides staying in your ears, they will also stay on the program you're trying to listen to, which is very, very helpful. Now, coming up, we have a couple of really interesting car stories. One of them is about something that I've been talking about for a long time.
It's right in your wheelhouse, my friend.
Which is how much I dislike the digital dashboard. And there's one car company that's not going to keep doing it. They're going back to good old-fashioned buttons.
Oh.
Very excited about that. Plus, it's time to say goodbye to one of the great American cars. Kind of sad to see this one go.
Talking about the Charger.
Talking about the,
Yeah.
it's going.
No more. No more Packard? Son of a gun.
Man, oh, man.
Boy, I'd be sorry to see that go.
That's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for joining us on a Thursday morning. On the way, Jess Hooker, the cooker, will be in from the Bits and Pieces podcast, as well as our West.
Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support.
Huh.
Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
For sale. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
All right,
favorite
my
band?
favorite movie.
Road-
Man,
is it
no
Roadhouse,
movie.
did we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my
Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can tell you what you're saying about yourself is I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful. It's
okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you.
How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The next time you're traveling, don't forget about the historical and beautiful state of Illinois. Catch a Cubs game at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Hit a riverboat casino in Peoria. And make sure you visit the charming community of Effingham, Illinois, where Interstate 70 meets the Little Wabash River.
And whenever you're in Effingham, visit the Effing House Family Restaurant.
Founded in 1854 by the corpulent railroad magnate, Colonel Harry S. Effing, the Effing House Family Restaurant is one of America's oldest and finest dining establishments.
Start your day with the delicious effing country breakfast featuring an effing omelet with toast, grits, and a big effing beverage of your choice.
Or try our BED, the Big Effing Deal. Once again this week, it's effing ham and eggs.
For lunch, try the huge effing burger, pan-fried in a rich butter sauce mixed with big effing egg yolks. We call it the effing heart attack.
It's an effing experience you'll never forget. And what about dinner?
Juicy effing steaks with fresh effing veggies and a creme brulee that's effing out of this effing world. Or go effing nuts with a hot fudge sundae.
How would you rate the Effing House Family Restaurant?
It was the best effing experience of my life.
Rate this place? Well, I wouldn't give it a B. I wouldn't even give it a C because it's effing A.
In Effingham, Illinois, it's the Effing House Family Restaurant. You'll have an effing good time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
That's an ordinary Chick McGee chair you're sitting in. That's the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk chair. Speaking of Orange Insoles, let's see now. It's technically the King Crab Orange 45 Tundra Yeti cooler. Officially from Orange Insoles. This is a great cooler, and we're giving it away along with the custom Bob and Tom home dual Pop-A-Shot game, courtesy of Pop-A-Shot. Yes, it's as cool as you think it is. Want to win it? Well, just get yourself registered. It's very simple. Go to bobandtom.com/contest.
And coming up later this morning, another shoe of the week for the NCAA men's tournament. We'll have that for you, brought to you by OrangeInsoles.com.
All right.
Plus, Al Jackson will be helping us with our language skills, and comedian, actor Michael Rapaport will be joining us. It's all happening here, but right now we turn to the sports desk. What's going on over there?
This year's World Baseball Classic, a lot of lasting memories, including, of course, Otani striking out Mike Trout at the end of the game. Attendance this year, 1,306,000, the tournament's highest ever, 20% over the 1,086,000 last year or 3 years ago. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the World Baseball Classic, very popular. It's here to stay. The record audience on television, Tuesday's Japan, United States World Baseball Classic, 4.48 million viewers on FS1.
Not bad.
4.97 million with Fox Deportes included. Easily the largest audience in the history of the event.
Wow.
It outdrew all but one Major League Baseball game on FS1 last year. That was Game 4 of the Padres-Phillies in the National League Championship Series. All but the one. And it only trailed The Voice and a rerun of the FBI on CBS as the most viewed programs. Yeah, listen to these ratings. The Voice is 5.27, and that's like the number one viewed program.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I don't know. I just haven't
used to be in the
looked at ratings.
20s.
Yeah, 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
Ugh. I know when they shot JR, that was...
I can't even imagine. That must have been a big numbers.
Do you remember who
50
shot
share
JR?
at least.
You remember who
I
shot
never watched a second of that show.
That Crosby, Bing Crosby's daughter, whatever her name.
Mary.
Spoiler
alert.
Good job.
Yeah,
I've been revisiting those.
If you're still concerned about that,
if you're revisiting
really
Dallas
need
rerun.
Oh my goodness, nothing to do. You got a dull life going.
I hesitate to mention this, but it's part of sports. Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban said he plans to protest a 2-point loss to Golden State last night after a confusing sequence led to an uncontested basket for the Warriors. Kevin Looney had an easy dunk on an inbounds play with the Mavericks.
He's crazy.
we could concentrate on his last name's Looney.
Can you imagine this guy his entire life?
This poor guy.
There was a football player, Joe Don Looney. I'm not sure. I think it was a wide receiver. I don't know who he played for. But anyway, the Mavericks lined up under their basket, and the Warriors lined up under their basket.
And then they ran toward each other.
And then they inbounded the ball for the Warriors, and they did a layup and scored 2 points.
That's how every basketball game should begin.
Right?
It's the basketball's lying in the center of the...
I don't understand what happened.
I don't either. The Mavericks thought they had the ball. Andy Nagy, they said, pointed in Golden State's direction for possession, but then the Mavericks said they changed it. But the referee said I was pointing to the Dallas bench for a timeout, not that they had possession. But Cuban said it's the worst officiating non-call mistake possibly in the history of the NBA. And somebody's going to hear about it. So there you go.
Oh, wow.
What do you think of that? They're going to go right to the head guy in the NBA, the guy from Venus, Adam Silver.
He sure looks like he's from Venus.
I've got kind of a semi-related sports story. This is a really odd one. Because obviously in contemporary sports, there's always the instant replay, et cetera, et cetera. An Egyptian soccer referee was suspended because he reviewed a play by asking a fan to borrow his cell phone and watched it on the cell phone.
I think that's completely, use the tools at your disposal.
The Egyptian Football Association decided to suspend the referee for an indefinite period.
No. What's the rule of the instant replay? We need to get it right. That's how he had to find out to get it right, Tom.
I guess he just walked over and said to a fan, hey, can I see that?
Sounds to me like he was trying to make the best call possible.
Sure.
It's no sillier than when they come up, the guy has the monitor strapped to his belly, and they go over to the referees in the NFL games, and they take a look. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but they suspended the guy. So,
all right.
Sorry, sir. Back to Chick McGee.
Well, I believe it's time for Pat Godwin. I see Dean over there. Is Dean over there?
No, he's
right behind you.
There.
Okay, he was over there earlier.
Well, Pat, I'll tell you what. This gives us an opportunity to relive a moment from yesterday's show. We had a very unusual story, and this is not political, but it does involve a political figure, and that is Hillary Clinton and her daughter Chelsea apparently went to a Broadway show over the weekend. And the show, I believe, is called Some Like It Hot.
That's it.
It's the Broadway version of the famous movie story. And if I'm getting the story correctly, sometime during the first act, someone left what's described as a number of turds in the aisle there.
Human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite an odd thing. And I guess there is someone who is referred to by the New York Post as the Mad Shatter.
Are you allowed to bring an animal in, like a support animal, while you're watching a play?
Probably, but I think it has to be legit.
Because you made a point of saying human, or Josh.
Yeah. No, it was from a human being, apparently. But there's been a number of incidents in various Broadway shows in which someone has been defecating. But
everyone's a critic.
Yeah. Those New York critics are tough. But I mean, to do it apparently during the first act.
Ugh.
But this was apparently not directed at the Clintons per se. They just happened to be in attendance.
You say.
That's the consensus of this particular. It said.
Wouldn't it be fun, though, to think that it is directed at the Clintons? No?
Whatever.
They said it. They thought it might have been an elderly person, but I can't believe that.
It says here, according to page 6, a serial pooper has been stalking the legendary Schubert Theater.
How odd.
In a recent incident, human feces were found in the aisle near Hillary and Chelsea Clinton at a production of Some Like It Hot. The lights came up for intermission, and there were two. I'm reading this verbatim. The lights came up for intermission, and there were, quote, 2 human turds in the aisle.
God.
That is just awful.
Yeah, they use the word turd, right?
I'm reading it directly from page 6. So, anyway, Pat, I know you have you're a theater guy. Your
I am.
Your dad
My
was
dad
a famous
taught
director.
in the theater. Some background singers, please. They say that you should watch your step on Broadway. On Broadway. Something funky stinking up the air. On Broadway. And when you're walking down that aisle, better not step into that pile. One wet wipe won't even clean your shoes. They say a guy just dropped a deuce on Broadway. On Broadway. It hasn't smelled this bad since that production of Hair. You know the one
I would have gone with Cats.
And I'm not one to sing the blues, but I got poop on my dancing shoes. I've seen a lot of crap like Cats on Broadway. On Broadway. On Broadway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Arthur.
Yeah, this is just weird.
It is weird.
Well, thank you, Pat. And what a nice treat. I've always loved that George Benson version.
I love George Benson.
That's a great one.
That is so good.
Yeah, he's so good.
I was certain he was dead like at 30.
What?
I was certain he was Benson.
Hang on a second.
Robert Gill.
Yes.
You thought George Benson, the guitar player and singer,
he was the same
guy?
Yes.
Well, his name's Benson.
Yes. I was young, come on, give me a break.
I get it. I mean, when I was a little boy, I thought Vietnamese gorillas were apes. They...
Okay, that's fair.
Didn't George Benson write a lot of songs with Ryan Hedges?
Oh, Benson and Hedges, the famous duo?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Benson and Hedges.
It's a cigarette brand.
It was. Is that still around?
I don't know.
Well, there's a game. Benson and Hedges, Chesterfield. Is Virginia Slim still out there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Lucky Strike.
There was another ladies' cigarette. Do you remember the long, thin?
More?
Was that it?
More,
maybe?
the brown cigarette. More.
What's that?
The marketing of cigarettes is fascinating.
Well, they can't market them anymore.
At all?
I think the ruling was that for every commercial they played, they had to play a commercial for they make people aware of cancer or something like that.
Well, but yeah, there was a time when there were lots of ads.
Oh, Territon,
I'd rather fight than switch, said the woman
Camel
with the black eye.
I just saw this the other day. Camel had an ad that featured a doctor saying the camels are smooth on your throat.
They called them fashion cigarettes at the time for ladies.
Certainly.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, look,
For a lady.
You have a nice YSL tumor.
Eve. That was the one I was thinking of.
I always think of douche when I hear Eve.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
Summer's Eve.
Makes me feel fine.
Makes me feel fresh.
Well, with the World Baseball Classic going great guns and everybody falling in love with baseball again with the new pitch clock, Rob Manfred came out yesterday and stirred the pot a little bit. No, I haven't heard from him recently, so he wants to come out and talk for a little bit. A couple of review rules. According to the PitchCom units, that's a 30-second between batters clock, 2 minutes, 30 seconds between innings clock, the hitter's timeout clock, and new standards now are going to be enforced for bat boys and bat girls. That's right.
What?
Apparently, their ability to quickly retrieve equipment from team to team varies greatly, according to Manfred. In an effort to speed up the game, the league will evaluate the performances of teenage bat boys and bat girls, impressionable youth, and if their performance is considered substandard, they're out of here.
Wow.
You're gone.
What do you think of that?
I'm trying to hurry things up.
I've never seen a bat boy or a bat girl not hustle when
Me either.
they're
like
always moving.
They're like the ball.
The tennis kids.
They're really working hard.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
Never seen a dilly-dallying bat person.
Bat person?
Well, there are
Well, that's
girls
what
and
they
boys.
are.
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
I'm bat person.
I'm Batman. I'm Bat person.
I'm bat they.
What your bat pronouns are? Boy, it's a confusing world, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's okay. Whatever you're into is okay with me.
I've turned around on the pitch clock. I kind of like it now.
We'll have to see.
And they said that they're really, and it's true, you're not cutting out any of the action. You're just cutting out the grabbing and the spitting and the tugging and the pulling. And
They'll get used to it. It'll be
like
fun.
that. Yeah,
Speaking
you won't
of
even see
baseball, we're going to be celebrating the opening of the baseball season a week from
today.
Hard Rock Cafe, you're welcome to come. It'll be in Cincinnati, downtown, in the casino, right next to it. Kind of a cool bar area. We're going to have some very special guests, a full band with the full horn section. Should be a blast. Hope to see you there, and everyone who comes will get a beautiful poster. We do a nice poster every year. We're working on the new one right now, so we hope to have that for you next Thursday morning. Hope to see you there. Now, we return to Chick McGee.
The Orange Insoles Sports Desk. That's right, orangeinsoles.com. If you have a job that requires you to stand all day, which, of course, leads to hip pain and back pain, go to orangeinsoles.com. That's the problem. Your body's not aligned. You may experience more fatigue or injuries from your feet to your back to your neck. Oh, my back. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck and my back. What happens if a house is built on poor foundation, Josh? That's right. It's wobbly.
Sorry, I had a mouthful of tea.
Is that slang for something? Orange Insoles reduce hip pain, foot pain, and lower back pain. I wish I had a mouthful of tea.
Oh, boy.
Lucky he's not drinking a draft.
You know, Orange Insoles has the deep heel cup for maintaining proper weight distribution and body alignment. Most shoes don't come with a supportive insole. And companies just put that thin layer of foam that's basically a sock liner, which is a joke.
Right.
Check out orangeinsoles.com. Easy to navigate website. You can find the right pair of Orange Insoles for whatever activity or shoe. Tennis shoes, cowboy boots, work boots, dress shoes. And, of course, Orange Insoles has the 60-day we want you to be happy, easy peasy guarantee. Head to orangeinsoles.com for free shipping. And right now, when you sign up for text messages, Orange Insoles, you'll also get an additional savings code, so save even more. That's orangeinsoles.com. Get proper support in your shoes and start feeling better. That's orangeinsoles.com, proud supporters of the Bob and Tom Show.
And you could win this beautiful Yeti cooler and the amazingly cool, who wouldn't want this in their living room, home dual Pop-A-Shot game. Oh, with the Bob and Tom logo on it. That's right.
Oh, you know, the Pop-A-Shot guys listen to us. They love
details
us.
at
we love them.
bobandtom.com/contest. Real quick, there's some activities happening outside the studio. This weekend, Willie G will be headlining in Dubuque. You can look for Willie on stage at the Comedy Bar. That's coming up Friday and Saturday evening. While I'm at it, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, and Kostaki, Friday, March 31st at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, Michigan. And then Saturday, April 1st, Pat's going to be at Mason City Limits for their 15th anniversary show. And then Josh on April 1st is going to be in Dubuque at the Diamond Joe Casino.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, Friday, March 31st, it's the Andrus Banquet Center in Ashtabula for a little bit of action with Donnie Baker. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Donnie's got a special show tonight at the Eagles Theater in a place called Wabash, Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
At the Eagles, Don Henley will be your host.
Sure.
Okay.
Now, that's all coming up. And when we come back, a special request for something from Mr. Tim Wilson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Our guests, Mark Maron and Rebecca Corey. Now, Rebecca, you mentioned that you travel with your dog.
I do.
Mm-hmm. And you're serious.
What kind
of dog is it?
I have a 64-pound pit bull, a blue-nosed pit bull.
Oh.
Her name is Angel.
Mm-hmm.
And she was.
You showed a picture to us during the break, a picture of your dog sitting on the airplane looking out the window.
Yep, she was sitting in a seat next to me, looking out the window, thinking, "Whoa."
And this is a what do you call it? A service dog.
Therapy dog. Yep.
Therapy dog.
What does that mean?
It means you just give up the Xanax and wine, and you go to a little being that makes you calm when you fly. I got an issue with flying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you couldn't. So you're a cat person. You couldn't do that with cats because, first of all, cats are so they're so highfalutin.
Yeah,
would not.
Oh, you mean you have
Cats
to
will scratch
earn
your eyes
the
out.
love of a cat, and that somehow makes it
No, the
less.
cat would look at you and go.
You put a cat on a plane, see what happens.
I traveled with LaFonda.
Oh, did you?
And how'd it go?
Was LaFonda in a cage?
Well, let me understand. You got to understand.
I'm surprised LaFonda would fly coach.
Yes.
Was she willing to?
LaFonda. My cats were feral, so they're wild animals.
Right.
Now, I had never traveled with this cat before, and it was crazy because. They were, when I first got them, they were already wild, and they were only a few months old, but they were wild. So in order to take LaFonda to Los Angeles, it took me 2 hours to get her into the cage. I had to wear leather gloves.
Yeah.
My hands were still bleeding.
I'll bet.
I get her into the cage. I get to JFK, and I'm exhausted. And I'm aggravated, and I put the cat on the conveyor, and the TSA guy goes, "Oh, you're gonna have to take the cat out of the cage and walk it through."
Oh,
and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I became crazy cat lady.
See
there
my
is
hands?
no way. Yeah, look at my hands. And I made the biggest deal. I was like, "There's no way this cat's getting out of that cage." He's like, "Then you're not getting on the plane."
Okay.
And by this point, I'd frightened everyone around. I was crazy, and they would have been less freaked out if I'd had a bomb. I mean, I took this little cat out of the cage, and they're like, "Step back, everyone back!" And LaFonda was just freaked out.
I'll bet.
And I walked her through, and all she wanted was to get back into the box. But my biggest fear was that the cat's going to get away, and I'm going to be like in some.
You're going to chasing her down.
Yeah, I'm in a children's film. It's just a montage of me on the baggage claim, and, and then it ends running through kitchens, down
ends with you in a federal facility being sodomized.
Nothing more enjoyable. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Is that the sodomized bell?
Sodomized bell. There it is.
What's nice about bringing Angel on is bully breeds are really gassy in general. If you know anything. Oh, they're very gassy. And there's no hair there to muffle, the smell and the sound. And so sometimes on the plane, she will just let it rip.
Yeah.
And it's real nice.
Do you look around and say, "Excuse me," or do you just point at the guy in front of you?
I just laugh because it's so unbearable. But now there's someone, because normally you've been asleep on an airplane with your mouth open and been woken from a dead sleep because you thought someone crapped on your face. Because, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And now that I have a bully breed, I just go, well, there it is, everybody. Take that. Take that.
You need to give your dog Beano before you fly.
What's that?
I need to give me Beano before I fly.
Yeah, it's the same stuff you put on your food, and it prevents gas.
Isn't there something magic on planes that just, that gas just evaporates? I always thought there was a magic to it.
Well, it doesn't. It actually makes it all the way to the back.
Yeah, it does. It makes it to that sleeping person with their mouth open.
Are you the guy that that pulls the SBD that reaches up and turns off that fan thing?
I just think it works its way the entire length of the plane.
It does.
Everybody have their vent on.
in a campaign to drive down inflation. That effort has been complicated by turmoil in the banking sector, with investors worried more banks might fail after Silicon Valley's bank's recent collapse. Benchmarks fell in Tokyo, Sydney, but rose in Hong Kong and Shanghai. And a rare tornado left a line of damage across roofs of commercial buildings in the Los Angeles suburb of Montebello. Video captured Wednesday shows pieces of roofing being ripped up and twisting into the sky. The National Weather Service confirmed a tornado with winds of up to 110 miles per hour did touch down. That violent weather comes amid a strong late-season Pacific storm that brought damaging winds and more rain and snow to saturated California. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I ran into a little of Tom speak last night. He said, my wife had some flowers she brought home from work. I said,
oh boy.
They would look nice in a flower container. She said, you mean a vase? I immediately blamed Tom.
You know, Willie, the last time I took flowers home to a woman, she goes, oh, but I guess now you expect me to open my legs? I said, why? Don't we have a vase?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Before we go, thought I'd tell you the true story of Susie Suzuki and Sam Samurai. Now, this is the true story. Yeah. Okay. As told by yours truly, Tom Whiskey, Frontier Doctor. Yeah, good morning. Well, I never will forget it. Susie Suzuki had to get married at a very young age. Yeah. She was impregnated by her husband, Hayastan. She never really liked Hayastan, but they had 12 children. Hayastan up and died, and Susie remarried. I'll tell you, it was really something because she married her true love, Sam Samurai. Oh, touching. Yep. With Sam, she had 12 more children. Wow. Well, finally, after many years, Susie died. I wonder why. I'll never forget it. I was standing right next to her at the funeral home, well, next to her body. Two little old ladies were staring down at Susie with tears in their eyes, and the first little old lady said, well, they're finally together. The second little old lady said, who, Susie and her first husband, or Susie and Sam Samurai? No, neither.
Those tickets coming your way and coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. No, you missed it. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello,
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I'd like to hit you in the face with a tortilla. Maybe I should do that. There's Ace Cosby. I think America wants that.
Sean, really?
You guys doing that this morning?
And possibly hitting me in the face with a tortilla. You don't want to do that?
That's a TikTok thing now?
Yeah.
It's very popular.
Yeah,
Very. All the kids are doing it.
It's also very dumb.
Well, I'm sorry. You know you're surrounded by the fruits of idiocy. You realize that.
This is the house the dumb built.
Yeah. We've shaped America's young dumb for... Okay, go ahead, Tom. What do you got?
Got a special request. Let's see if I can... I just was inundated with more paper here. Here we go. This comes to us from Dan.
Dan the man.
Who is about to head for Florida for spring break. From Missouri.
Oh, so he's used to shooting.
He was checking the route on his GPS.
I've been watching the news.
A lot of hunters in Missouri?
Oh.
Yeah.
When he realized that on the way through Alabama, he's not going to be going through Muscle Shoals. And his girlfriend said, what's the big deal?
Oh, my gosh, you got to go to Muscle Shoals.
And he said, well, you've got to hear Tim Wilson's description of...
It's the water, man.
Yeah.
It's the river.
This is what contemporary GPS was meant to be, and you'll see what he's talking about.
Frigamo Motors, a division of Bob and Tom Industries, brings you another innovation in satellite navigation technology, the new Aggravator satellite system.
No, getting close to Memphis. Better check the satellite to find my best route through here.
Son, you're not from these parts, are you? Tell you what, my Uncle B asked you to take 40 through Memphis. Now, you ain't going to see the prettiest parts of it that way, but we'll make better time. You ever been to Memphis? Hello? Elvis? Ring a bell, will you, son? Greatest singer that ever lived? You got the brains of a gnat? Don't turn here.
What?
Wait till you get to Old Man Burton's farm and hang a left there where you see the Sea Rock City sign on his barn.
The Aggravator. It's the only in-car satellite navigation system that uses Southern comedy musician Tim Wilson to get you where you're going. You'll also get useful information on finding great dining spots.
Man, I've been driving all night and I'm getting hungry. Oh, good. There's a drive-thru here that serves breakfast sandwiches.
Hold on there, son. Tell me we ain't actually pulling into this chain restaurant when Aunt Bertie's breakfast buffet is only 10 miles due east.
But I just want a quick sandwich.
Fine. Go have a lousy microwaved muffin. When all you're missing is the greatest biscuits and gravy smothered in 2 eggs sunny side up you ever put your lips on. But hey, don't listen to me. I mean, I've only lived in the South my whole life.
Fine, we'll go to Aunt Bertie's. Just shut up.
Plus, when you install the Aggravator, you'll also get tons of interesting stories from Tim Wilson to keep you awake on those long, lonely trips.
So that is how Thomas J. Jackson came to be known as General Stonewall Jackson. Now, a lot of you liberal East Coast historians will try to claim that, hang on a minute there, son, you just drove past the exit from Muscle Shoals.
I'm on a schedule. We're not going to Muscle Shoals.
The hell we ain't. Damned if I'll drive past the birthplace of the greatest R&B music ever committed to Ampex tape. Son, if you don't turn around in the next mile and a half, your South is going to rise again. Right off that seat when I kick it.
Oh, what?
And if that's not enough, the Aggravator also helps keep track of your gas mileage and car maintenance schedule.
Looks to me like we're getting low on gas. Danny Perkins filling station's about a mile off of Route 23 over there, and it's the last full-service Texaco for about 8 counties. They also got the best price on beef jerky. Did you know that beef jerky was invented by Mexicans?
The Aggravator is incredibly realistic. You'll swear Tim Wilson is sitting in the front seat right next to you.
Oh, what is that smell?
I don't take a bath but about twice, maybe 3 times a week. Up until about 1955, when soap commercials came on television, and stations needed to make all that money from soap people, it was considered narcissistic if you were to take a bath every day. Soap commercials on television is what changed this country into a bunch of sissies running around smelling like damn flower gardens. Oh, son, turn the radio up. It's the Atlanta Rhythm Section. Now, Paul Goddard can play a damn bass.
The Aggravator from Frigamall Motors. Get yours today. But remember, at Frigamall Motors, we only accept cash or checks. Please, no credit cards.
Credit cards is what's wrong with this whole country. If you'll go back and check in the last 2-3 verses of the 13th chapter of Revelation, it'll tell you that you will not be able to buy or sell lest you receive the mark of the beast. Now, I ain't going to get into all that 666 stuff, but if you get anything put in your hand or your head, you're apt to end up in hell.
I think I'm in hell right now. Don't you think you're taking this a little too seriously?
Fine. Don't believe me.
I don't.
Good luck in hell, son.
By request, a little bit of contemporary GPS with Tim Wilson. We turn back to the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk with Chick McGee.
Real quick, goalkeeper, an Argentinian 331-foot goal could set a new world record for the longest range goal in a competitive match. This actually happened in a soccer game. 331 feet. I don't know how long a soccer field is, but it's longer than 100 yards. I know that.
That's probably the entire length of the field, more or less.
More or less. According to CNN, Leandro Requena launched the ball from where he was tending goal for Cobresal to the other side of the pitch, and I think this is what it sounded like.
Saca largo el portero, atención buscando a Castro, tiene que devolverse el golero, va a caer el gol de arco, gol.
Man. All right. Why do you think that's funny when they do that?
It's just that's their
because it makes you want to order chips and salsa.
No, it's their thing. That's their thing. I think it's great. They're enthusiastic.
Should we time how long it takes?
They have certain audio traditions, if you will.
Can you put up with this, and just for the purpose of timing it to see how long it is? Okay.
Oh man.
Somebody put a clock on. Oh, well, I've got a clock here. Okay, everybody can time it. We'll compare our answers.
Saca largo el portero, atención buscando a Castro. Tiene que devolverse el golero. Va a caer el gol. Va a caer el gol de arco, arco, de arco, arco, de arco, arco, gol. ¡Gol!
I deeply, humbly apologize. This is science.
I got 12.4.
I got 12 seconds. Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
12 seconds.
Well, depends on when you start and when you end.
I started
when he said goal.
Oh, I started when he said. You
started there.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the whole. We can't keep going on like this all morning. You need to stop.
That's exciting. Good for him.
Real dumb.
Now, coming up, we have interesting automobile news.
Wait a minute. TNT Sports Chili reports,
Sports Chili.
Everybody.
I love Sports Chili.
If you're working at TNT Sports Chili, you always have to wear a jacket.
Why is that?
It's chilly.
Tomorrow it's what? Oh, it's chilly tomorrow.
The goal was scored. The old record was 315 feet, and this, of course, is 331.
So this is the goalie scoring against the opposing goalie.
Yeah, you see it all the time. Well, not all the time, but occasionally in the NHL. When they go with an empty net,
sure.
Yeah.
But this was, in this case, you say the ball bounced over the other goalies. So he kicks it all the way across the field, the length of the field.
I didn't say anything about the other goalie.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering if the keeper was there. But
yeah, it said it bounced over his head.
Oh, it does? Oh, that is fun.
So the ball bounced over the head of the opposing goalkeeper, Brian Cortez, and into the goal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he must have been out a little bit, and that's
fun.
By the way,
it still only counts as one.
Even though it was from
331
Make it a lot more exciting if it was
like a three-pointer.
If the goalie scores against the opposing team, I say give him at least two. Make the game interesting.
I went down the NBA hole last night on my phone. Did you know that Reggie Miller, the three-point shot, wasn't brought into college until his senior year?
Wow. I did not know that.
He didn't shoot any threes in college until his senior year.
Wow. He got good at it.
But he said he always practiced them. So
very good for you. Coming up, we have more sports. We have our Skittles going to be illegal in California.
I'd say it's about time.
We'll find out why. And a couple of really cool sports stories coming up. And are you aware of the orgasm gap?
Yes.
By the way, that's not a store, by the way. Right there, next to Gap Kids. We'll find out what it means. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Now, Maria, you're originally from Duluth.
Originally from Duluth.
You made how did you make the transfer into the transition into stand-up comedy? Did you have regular jobs?
Well, I worked as a secretary, and I missed that. I missed the camaraderie because you don't always get to see people on the road as a comedian. So I miss that. Where do you want to go for lunch? What do you want to get for lunch? Where do you want to go for lunch? I get like a sandwich, or like a salad. I mean, maybe we could go to a place I get like a Diet Coke. We could go to Quiznos. Yes, we could. Yes, I like the drama, like don't touch Donna's label maker. Okay, no, don't even look at it. Why? Because she bought it with her own money. Oh, enough said, sister. Why don't you tell Donna to keep her mitts off my freaking tape dispenser, which she should know is mine because it's clearly labeled. Oh. Fellas get mad. Who stole my key lime pie yo play? Wasn't me. Did you eat my Southwestern style lean cuisine? No. Did you eat my half chocolate rabbit I've been gnawing on for 5 years? It's basically only half a head and an ear with a soft baby blue ribbon wrapped around it because my ma gave it to me for Easter.
Yes.
Don't. It took you too long. I had to scrabble it up in my chops. But yeah, I used to work as a secretary for a long time.
Yes, you've been around.
Yeah, I've been around. And I used to work as a star character in a touring show. I did a Star Trek character.
Oh,
we
really?
Go
What?
Wait a minute.
Mall openings and Jack in the Box promotions around the country.
Which
What
Star
character?
Trek?
Well, I was a Bajoran, which is from Deep Space Nine. Not many people.
Greetings, I'm Major Lilanka, the planet Bajor. Get the F away from me. All right.
That was most of my job.
What is the name of the tribe, the people?
The Bajorans.
So they're Armenian.
We were like the Jews of your World War II. We were decimated by the Kardashians, which are
And the Kardashians definitely Armenian.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're lizard-like people. And all I have left of my parents to remember them by is this bloody paper doll. That looks like a napkin with some ketchup on it from this food court. Oh, so you're a denier of the Holocaust. I see. Well, why don't you wait for your wife to come back from the Chico's where she's buying a boxy jacket.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
This paper doll.
Did you?
I haven't seen Chick look like that in a long time.
Did you ever work at a theme park as a character or anything?
They trained us at a theme park, and it was in North Carolina, so it was a very it was a place where people wore a lot of religious kind of rock star T-shirts where they'd go like, "Come follow Christ, he's going to be seen at the mega," that kind of thing. So I did a little work there, but I'm not very good at talking to strangers. Trying to get people interested in talking to me. It was just terrible. It was mostly that, like, greetings. You got makeup all over your face. You mean my genetic makeup? I'm very different from you. I'm an alien. No. I wish the Vulcans would come back from their smoke break.
Did you have...
State's direction for possession, but then quickly pointed to the Dallas bench to indicate a timeout. Cuban says it was the worst officiating non-call mistake possibly in the history of the NBA. Ja Morant returned to the court last night and led the Grizzlies to a win at home over the Rockets, 130-125. Also winning in the NBA last night, Denver, Indiana, Miami, Milwaukee, Philly, Minnesota, Portland, and the Los Angeles Lakers. And just 2 games in the NHL last night, Edmonton gets the win in overtime, beating Arizona 4-3. And the Penguins beat Colorado 5-2 in regulation. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan to try and stop a nerve gas attack by the mean Russian man. Jack is hiding in the ductwork, crawling around. Then he pops up, pulls his gun, shouting, "Everybody down!" Jack is just trying to keep America free. But tell him a lie and he'll shoot your wife right in the knee. Gotta get the intel, no matter the cost. He gonna give the wet list to that German dude who was on Lost. Jack said, Chloe, upload them schematics to my PDA. Gonna put my jacket hood on, hold my breath and save the day. Jack said, oh yeah, life goes on. Long after they set off the nerve gas bomb. Oh yeah, I said life goes on. Long after Michelle, Tony, and Edgar are gone. Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan. Gonna whisper, then shout some, then whisper again. Curtis, where are you? Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Get in the chopper now. I said I wanted a cheeseburger.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try. Can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's from AAA.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
I understand Pat also has an announcement coming up later this morning about his girlfriend.
He does?
Is that right, Pat?
Yeah. It's my anniversary of dating Paula.
Oh,
1 year.
And I thought you had a question for her later today.
1 year, huh? Great. Good for you.
What would that be, Jack?
It's the age-old question. Will you marry me? That's what I heard.
Oh, look at him. Squirmy.
Did she hear about Christy getting engaged?
Yes, she did.
Yeah. Did she point that out to you?
Oh, many times.
Every guy in this building who's dating and not married has said, thanks.
Hi, Josh. How are you, buddy?
I'm well. None of that matters, Christy. Congratulations.
There's Ace Cosby. People want to insert themselves into your life, and they probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Willie Griswold doing comedy out on the road, traveling jokesman. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Willie's in Chicago tonight, and he will be, Friday and Saturday night at the Comedy Bar in Dubuque. He's at the Comedy Bar in Chicago tonight. Now, we do have a Pat Godwin in the next room. Dean has joined him because, as you know, Ace Cosby is eating nothing but pizza this month of March. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's a different kind of pizza. And what'd you have for breakfast pizza today, Ace?
A Lean Cuisine Supreme.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Lean Cuisine Supreme pizza. Sounds good. And Mr. Godwin has been tasked.
What do you got, Ace? You got a
I was going to tell you
coupon?
Yesterday.
Okay, go ahead.
I do. Yesterday, Eddie and I went out for pizza and wings. I didn't have wings.
Uh-huh.
And we had what was called a Robert Brownie. It's ham, salami, pepperoni, banana peppers, a spring mix on top with Italian dressing on top.
It looked like, he's got a picture of it. It looks like a salad.
That sounds good.
It's basically like a sandwich, an Italian sandwich.
Very nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
Okay.
A hoagie.
Now, Mr. Godwin has been tasked with creating a new pizza song every day in Ace's honor. What have you got, Pat?
All right, here we go, baby. Take you back to a simpler time.
Yeah.
Where everything was groovy. Of course, you'd have a bummer every now and then. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
The pizza's gone. The pizza's gone. Someone ate all the toppings left to crust. Not a lot of cheese.
Not a lot of cheese.
There are a lot of pies.
A lot of pies.
This party is beat. Let's hit the road. It's midnight down. My nose is closed. The grocery store might be open still, you think. We never should have smoked that weed with drinks. Oh, the pizza's gone.
The pizza's gone.
The pizza's gone.
So
DoorDash sounds like a plan in the pouring rain. Maybe Mickey D's.
maybe Mickey D's.
Maybe extra fries.
Maybe extra fries.
The pizza's gone. The pizza's gone.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Nice tribute to Sonny and Cher.
Groovy indeed.
Yeah, it is.
And the great bass line created by Carol Kay of the Wrecking Crew.
Really is the entire song. Sonny had nothing to do with it. He had The Beat Goes On. The Beat Goes On. Yeah, it's brilliant, Sonny.
Did she ever take those sunglasses off? Yes.
Did you know that girls could be bass players? How hilarious is that?
Oh, man.
The best.
Jeez.
I sure did.
You know what you call a girl bass player?
What's it?
Bass player.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we turn to the orangeinsoles.com sports desk where you will find Chick McGee. What's going on over there?
Hello.
Stupid world record.
A man in in Canada, Canada, with an exceptionally long beard, has outgrown his own Guinness World Records title. It's like Steph Curry. Every time he hits a three, it's a new record.
Whoa.
With a beard now measuring 8 feet 3 inches long.
It drags. It must drag.
He's got to keep it bagged up around his neck somehow, right?
Yeah.
What a
One of those like
freak.
chin strap things.
What if he goes
He looks at the guys in ZZ Tops and goes, big pussies.
Yeah.
What if he goes to Longhorn where they have peanuts on the shells on the floor? It drags.
They call him the broom.
Why would anyone do something this dumb?
Sarwan Singh has earned the record title for the longest beard on a living person.
Wait a minute.
Male.
Okay.
So wait a minute. So with that, A, there's a record for a dead person, and B, there's a women's record for this?
I've heard a dispute about we all heard that when you die, your hair keeps growing for a while, like your nails. Well, evidently, your skin actually shrinks, is what makes it look like when you.
As the moisture
exhume a body,
decreases in your
it looks like
tissues.
the nails have grown.
Yeah.
So
isn't that something?
That's charming. Could we move on?
Ghoulish.
Why is this guy growing the weird beard?
I don't know, Tom. He first had his beard measured in 2008 when it was 7 feet 8 inches long. Geez, took him 15 years to grow another foot. Good Lord. It was measured again in 2010. Then he had 8 feet 2.5. None of this makes sense. But right now it's 8 feet 3 inches long. He must be trimming somehow.
Here's a picture of him standing up. Yeah, and
he says though he's never trimmed his beard.
It reaches the floor.
Wow,
man,
longest beard in the world. Let's see here.
Isn't it possible that the beard and keeping that alive as an organism in your body, wouldn't that like make you sick or something? Or you got to.
No, the beard is dead.
Isn't the beard dead?
I know there are vitamins to make your nails grow and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and for your hair.
Yeah, it's an unusual look, that's for sure. Do you find that attractive, Christy?
No, you know I don't.
Yeah, so well, good luck to you, sir.
My beard's not dead. It's very alive.
Is it?
I talk to my beard every night.
But again, this is the record for a male.
This guy's cool looking. He's got the beard I think is awesome. He's got a turban and he's got like a really nice suit. You know what I mean? Like those.
Oh, yeah.
Not really. I don't know what
like
you would call
it.
Nehru jacket. A traditional sort of. Yes.
A traditional.
Doesn't he immediately? Don't you? Please share your wisdom. That's what you just want to talk to him.
I think you could probably find the history of the soup he's eaten.
And it's cool because you can see it's grayed over the years.
Yes.
So he has a picture of it. Not gray and now gray.
He does it. He looks very well kept.
It's nothing like I thought.
He is pretty handsome, actually.
Right.
His beard comes down and very much tapered into a point.
And very wispy at the end.
He holds it.
He wisps.
You wouldn't. Let's have this guy. Would you have him in, or would it drive you crazy?
That'd be fine. This guy's some weirdo that doesn't cut his beard. I don't care.
Weirdo.
How long are his pubes?
But be honest. How about a really long fingernail? Does that bug you, right?
That creeps me out.
Yeah,
that is weird.
Very unfortunate fashion trend.
Because the one question you have when people do that.
Well, you have to have a toothbrush just to clean the underside of your nails when you wipe your ass. Hey, Krusty.
Welcome to Plain Speaking Tom. He's laying it out there today.
So this is the world's longest beard, not the world's biggest beard, which would be Elton John's wife.
Yeah. Has Liza Minnelli lived with the longest beard?
I guess it would be Liza Minnelli just in general. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's not my look, but whatever. Okay.
Well, of course it's not your look.
I keep telling you, when we all grew beards for something, I forget what, but yours really looked good right at the end, and you shaved it off.
Didn't like it. No, thank you.
I don't know what to do with mine.
What do you mean?
I think
trim it back to where a chick is, or keep it long. Or
8 feet.
No, I think you should trim it back for summer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, let it grow back out in the winter.
Yeah. Okay. Almost the winter beard is almost gone, Ace.
Yeah.
You had one for a little while.
Holiday
beard. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now coming up in sports,
nothing.
Oh, that's it.
Unless bulletins as they happen.
Okay. All right. Well, good to know.
Okay.
We'll get the official outro here.
Hey, Rocky, this is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy, what's coming up?
Well, I'll tell you what, Christy, the weird beard guy here.
Yeah.
He's very distinguished.
Yes.
He's a freak.
There's nothing weird about
It's
him.
a part of his religion, I think, isn't it?
Even dumber.
Oh my gosh.
He's Canadian. So coming up, we have our Canadian tribute. Involving a certain city in Canada that has a controversial promotional campaign going on, which we'll enjoy once again in just a few minutes.
Somebody asked me about that. Their question was, did you guys make that up? And I
no, it's a real thing.
Absolutely not.
The story is so good it sounds fake. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's all coming up right now. We were talking about spring and Josh trimming his beard. How about trimming your
food bill?
There, exactly.
At the
Thank
grocery.
you very much. That's what HelloFresh is all about. They do the grocery shopping. They send you the fresh produce and everything else fresh, and they give you the recipes, and they've done the measuring. So it's kind of a kit, and the idea is to have your palate say thank you for something new. How about this from HelloFresh, the new delicious Dietitian Win recipes, each under 700 calories and made with less sodium. You can power up with protein-smart options like one-pot pork and black bean chili, or the delicious creamy Dijon dill chicken, each with 30 grams or more of protein. And by the way, when you order from HelloFresh, you can swap the proteins around, get the exactly what you want. Every week, more than 40 recipes to choose from, curated by expert chefs, and a whole array of food options. From over here, you've got your vegan stuff, and way over here, you've got good old classic comfort food. Pre-portioned ingredients making it easy for you. Sign up today. 60% off plus free shipping. That's once again a staggering 60% off and free shipping just for you to try HelloFresh. Use the code BTShow60 in honor of the 60% off. BTShow60 is the code. You go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. One more time. It's HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Your taste buds will thank you. Your kids will clean the plate. By the way, it's a lot of fun to put them together. Great for date night, Josh. Great for helping the kids learn how to cook. So it's a good, fun time from our friends at HelloFresh. Coming up, a tribute to a place in Canada that's kind of controversial right now. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
What up, Augie? I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for listening.
If you work on your feet all day, maybe you're a teacher, a waiter, a doctor, a nurse. Oh my gosh, you're running back and forth all the time. Maybe you're Noah back here that's working this camera who's running around. You need orange insoles in your shoes. The running shoes? Insoles? A little floppy. Look at that. Sturdy. Hold you up, support your weight. The proper way. OrangeInsoles.com. Check them out. Plus, you can win this Yeti. Think of all the things you can do with this. First off, you're going on your wonderful hikes and you can't wait to get back to your campsite, camping in the beautiful wilderness. And your river rat friends are not going to be able to steal this Yeti cooler because you'll be able to see it. Check them out today, orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more. You get free shipping in the U.S. Plus, they have bundle and save options, so save some money. And if you sign up for text messages, you're going to get 10% off your entire order. Why are we still here?
And among the cake-flinging food fights and evil twins, they've had some important firsts, like the first live facelift on TV and the first daytime drama character to have a mastectomy. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Yes, it's time now for another exciting episode.
Oh, no.
Of Murray Whiskey, Frontier Funeral Director.
Oh, no. My hero.
In this episode, Murray Whiskey has just gotten married. And he brings his beautiful new wife to their honeymoon room, their suite. They're getting undressed on their wedding night there. Murray Whiskey drops his trousers, throws them over to his new little bride. Says, put those on. She looks at him incredulously. She says, go ahead, put them on. She puts on the trousers. She says, they're too big. I can't wear these. Murray Whiskey says, that's right. Remember that. I wear the pants in this family. Don't you ever forget that. She says, fine. She takes off her panties. She throws them over to Murray Whiskey. She says, you put those on. He tries. She says, you made me do it. You've got to do it. He says, okay, so he tries to get them on. Can't do it. He says, I can't even get these past my thighs. He says, I can't get into these panties. She says, yeah, and until you change your attitude, you're not going to either, partner.
A true tale from the Old West.
That concludes another exciting episode. Murray Whiskey, Frontier Pyromaniac over here. What are you lighting up the studio,
Yeah,
Bob?
this thing, it's not working. I'm sorry. Nothing. Just...
Brought to you by that new Japanese-Jewish restaurant, So Sue Me.
Thank you very much, Maria.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Also joining us in the studio, comedian John Bazar.
Well, I find that now that I need a woman, integrity, strength of character, honesty, but really the most important thing, got to have a big ass. I may be outside the pale on this one, judging by all the magazine covers I see, but I'm done with these ectoskeletal, wafer-thin, rice cake chomping chicks with the Ally McBeal arms and those heroin-looking legs. Yeah. Even the Three Little Pigs knew you don't build something out of sticks if you're going to spend any time inside.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby's here. Got that joke of the day. Idling just off stage. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Chick McGee, of course, reporting for duty from the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk. I remind you, if you'd like to win that beautiful King Crab Orange 45 Tundra Yeti cooler from Orange Insoles, just go to bobandtom.com/contest. And don't forget, also at stake, the beautiful custom-made Bob and Tom home dual Pop-A-Shot game. That belongs in a living room somewhere. Well, that'll be great. That'd be really handy to have right now, too. Get yourself in the basketball spirit with another weekend of great basketball coming up.
Tonight.
Now, a couple quick things. Are we doing the shoe-in today?
Yes.
Okay, special edition of the shoe-in of the week on the way. We were speaking about this guy with the weird beard. He's got the world's longest beard. What was the story on this guy?
You admire him greatly?
It's a freak.
Why are you so distraught about this guy?
I'm just like an idiot. Look at my beard. You ever seen that lady with the world's longest fingernails?
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, that's mental illness.
But I think the beard things, this guy looks pretty cool.
He's got to be like a holy man of some sort.
Sure, something.
Yeah, he's got the outfit going.
I think being a holy man's kind of overrated. I think it's pretty dull. Hey, you're at the monastery all day? What a blast.
Depends on what kind of holy man. Some of them have quite the lifestyle.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, complete
In any event, he's Canadian.
Yeah.
And yesterday we had this fascinating story out of Canada.
I have that right here.
Okay, read it to me, will you?
Tourism officials in Regina, Canada have apologized for several new slogans that sexualize their city. The CBC reports after rebranding from Tourism Regina to Experience Regina, the organization unveiled several new tourism slogans to promote the city, including Show Us Your Regina and The City That Rhymes with Fun. Slogans were criticized by the community, and some calling the campaign sexist and blatantly disrespectful to the city's residents.
No, we actually have this is the actual jingle that
oh, not again.
Was part of a viral video.
Oh, this is awful.
This is what started this whole thing back in 2008.
Because I would have assumed it was pronounced Regina, but the correct way to pronounce it is Regina.
Right.
And this is what started the whole problem. Here we go.
Regina. Experience Regina. Regina. Experience Regina.
It's Experience Regina.
Yeah.
Now, someone has a cheap synthesizer.
Pat, you can only hope to sing that well someday, okay?
Following the backlash, Experience Regina CEO Tim Reed issued an apology saying anything that has a sexual nature or connotation or has been the focal point of criticism from the community has since been removed.
Okay, well, looks like a great spot. It's kind of north of Montana up in there. It's like
Saskatchewan?
a beautiful part of the world. Regina, of course, known for their waxing festival every year. Very, very, very popular.
Hey.
And of course, the Twin Cities, Ritterus.
Oh, boy.
And Regina. But this reminded me, Pat, of one of your songs. Now, I believe this is a song, if I'm not mistaken, about getting vitamin D into the groin area.
Yeah, tanning your perineum.
This was the story about certain Hollywood people were talking about the importance of getting the sun rays on their on the taint area between the front naughty and the beehole, and the
this
problem.
Is one of those times what you've chosen to say is far worse than the real word.
Although the perineum, there's one of those internet things saying you need to get sun there. On the contrary, various physicians have weighed in saying absolutely not a good idea. Don't do this. But you have a tribute to this?
Nothing could be finer than some sun in your vagina in the morning. Nothing could be sweeter than a tan under your Peter in the morning. Well, the sun don't normally shine between the beehole and the nutties. Get some rays on that behind while you trendy hotties. Man, you gotta see them tanning their perineum in the morning. Legs up in the air with no panties on down there makes me horny. Well, ladies, tan your taints, if only for a day. And that big vitamin D energy is coming your way. And nothing could be finer than some sun in your vagina in the morning.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah. And again, we don't recommend this. Do you ever see those guys with the thing they put around their neck? They go out in the sun and they have that.
Yeah, like Polly Walnuts on The Sopranos.
Yeah.
It's a reflector,
Yeah, the
shield
reflector.
or something.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that off the air. That's so funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in the old days, we didn't get to go anywhere for spring break. So a lot of my friends in the trailer park and I would get those reflector blankets and the reflector shields. So it'd be 55 degrees outside, but by God, we were going to get sun. So it looked like we went somewhere.
Well, that's nice. Now, coming up, we have some exciting news from the world of automobiles. Two super interesting stories. One of them involved... Oh, can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Where are you?
Man, that Regina jingle is about the worst thing I've ever heard. Swear to God. And it's good that Christopher Cross is still getting work. Hey, I got a problem. Some of the guys here at my work are starting a bowling team, and they're begging me to join.
Oh, cool.
No, it ain't, Tom. I ain't bragging. I mean, I'm probably the most athletic person here at work that I know of.
Really?
Except for the two lesbians on ankle monitors. And they're always grumpy because they don't have enough extension cord to scissor now. But I can bowl right-handed and I can bowl left-handed. Hell, I've been amphibious ever since birth, you know? But I don't ever understand why my coworkers would ever want to hang out after work. 50-hour week together is not for me with these dick bastards. So I don't want to do an hour more unless they throw in dental. But they claim bowling's a team-building exercise. Claim it builds camaraderie. Well, I got a better idea. You want to build camaraderie, put a two-way mirror in the women's restroom regular. Swear to God. Or we're turning the break room into Tuggy Town. But you know what? The other thing is, in bowling alleys, they force you to wear them Velcro shoes that look like you stole them from a crippled kid. I hate them. You know? You jam your foot in there right after Urkel takes his out like Eskimo brothers. Oh, great. I bowled a 150. Now I got the gout and need to go fund me. Swear to God. And not to mention the random foot fungus from it. And then when you're done, you got to take them back up front so the dick behind the counter can spray them with secondhand smoke. It's all politics. But bowling's way too strict. They kicked me out of Expo Bowl one time because I started bowling overhanded. You know? I was tired of missing the head pin, so I remembered that poem about horseshoes and started throwing them like hand grenades. So now I'm barred from there and the Great Time Sun Palace next door. Because apparently they don't like when you goose up their go-karts and go mudding.
Apparently not.
So no, I'm not committing 52 weeks out of the year to a stupid bowling league. Unless they can talk Gina and accountant to join. She's fire-ass hot. Always wears them yogurt pants to get wedged in her crouch. Talk about Dick Webbers. Swear to God. So, Randy, count me out. Not to mention, you couldn't get to third base with a spare ball. I'm going to go.
Thank you very much. Yogurt pants. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she must be very hot. I didn't know it was getting your bowling shoes sprayed was all politics.
I didn't either.
No idea. I'm not sure which side of their own. It's very, very confusing.
Well,
Christy
the right
Lee.
and left.
Okay.
Well, you have to do both, yeah.
There you go. Christy Lee is, of course, at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
A renowned sex therapist says studies show that there is a so-called orgasm gap for women. According to Dr. Laura Berman, research shows men are nearly 2 times more likely to orgasm during sex than women. A 2010 study showed that while 87% of husbands said they consistently experienced orgasm during sexual activity, only 49% of wives could say the same. So Dr. Laura has advised, quote, men are like a microwave oven. Women are like a slow-burning stove. In order to close this time gap, it's crucial to spend some time on foreplay before engaging in intercourse.
Or it's like a safecracker trying to open a safe. What about now? No?
Well, when you learn what...
Give me the combination.
This kind of goes with the next one she offers.
Now?
When you learn what turns you on and are able to explicitly express your desires to your partner, that's when the orgasmic gap can truly close.
Are you drinking enough water during the day? What the hell's going on down here?
You know, the orgasm gap, not to be confused with
the gap of the
gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the what?
Yeah.
If you're at the mall.
I've always thought
that gap.
How about the gap? No, I meant the gap. Christy has a gap, you know.
Oh, yeah, I thought that's kind
of potential space.
Yeah. Interesting. So what is it? The essence of this is you've got to communicate.
Well, like anything in a relationship, you have to communicate, sure.
Sure, it might take decades and cost millions of dollars and hundreds of lives, but yes, you have to communicate.
Get one of those books with Fabio on the cover, you know.
Oh, the romance novels?
Yeah. Isn't Fabio on the cover?
I've never personally met anyone who's into those.
I haven't either.
Yeah. Although they're very popular, and I know a lot of people like them, but I've never.
The Harlequin romance.
Yes. I have one sitting next to my bed.
What's it called?
I don't know.
How do you read them often?
That's a weird title.
It's
I don't know.
It's a conversation starter if I have company.
I see. Have you ever read any of it?
Wait a minute. So this
weird.
So this is a ruse. You have a trap, if you will, in your bedroom
to show a woman, hey, he's got a sensitive side.
Oh my gosh!
Now, did you buy that book, or did it come with when you bought the detachable shower head?
What
was it like a little bonus?
Do you have anything else staged in your bedroom for the ladies?
No. The
artwork?
Just that?
Just to show them sensitive.
Okay.
A lot of candles,
Well,
a lot of candles, right?
I have a technical question.
Why he left me? He's so sensitive. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would be interesting, I think, to ask these women if this woman rather that did this study, if gay women have more orgasms.
I believe they do.
Because they know their way around the equipment.
Yeah, they do.
In that same article.
Sure, they do. Yeah.
Oh, they also may be more communicative with each other.
Yeah.
Sure,
Well, because, I would think they know the...
Yeah, because women know what women like.
The terrain, so to speak.
Yeah, but they've got their own terrain to explore.
Right.
So they can...
But I contend, and this could be terribly wrong, and I don't think I'm misspeaking, in any relationship, same-sex or what, there's always someone who's more feminine, if you will.
Seems to be.
Yeah, you know?
But I don't know. I bet there's still a fair amount of, no, don't do that, do this.
Yeah,
there has to be with lesbian couples.
Gotta be, yeah.
It's not... it's
one size fits all.
It's not like a Nintendo controller where
Right.
everyone works the same.
No,
sure.
This says only 87%, and this says husbands. Only 87% of husbands orgasm during sex.
Yeah.
What are the other guys doing?
Oh, I bet I'm 70%.
Oh, that's right. But you're on medication.
You've never faked it just because you want to get some rest, right?
No, I just go, hey, you know what? It's not going to happen. That's just what I say.
Can guys fake it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you need
some props.
Yeah.
You gotta go, I got to go get some dishwashing liquid. I'll be right back.
And there are tubing involved. But
that's why underneath Ace's book, he's got warm mayonnaise packets. Some old yogurt. Yeah.
And is the key getting them warm?
Two things.
Warmer than room
Warm
temperature?
enough. Yeah.
I can't believe you have a romance novel in your bedroom and you don't have anything else to trap the ladies. There's got to be something else.
Well, there are handcuffs and ropes and pulleys.
If you thought that far, to put a romance novel, you're weird. Do you have any romance novels? Would you like to? Would you like me to read to you from a Harlequin romance novel tonight, dear?
I do a lot of reading aloud, but it's obviously to kids.
You don't read aloud to your loved one, to Kelly?
Yeah, something from Kitchen.
The story of O.
Kitchen Confidential.
No, wait a minute.
Poetry?
Hang on. Pat, you read aloud to your girlfriend?
No, I was saying you do.
I think it's
Your
very
favorite
sexy.
books, Kitchen Confidential.
I do. I think it's really cool when a guy reads to you. You should try it.
I did it when I was in college.
Did you?
Yeah.
You'd read aloud?
It's a cool mood.
Were they your textbooks?
Please tell me you use
Cool
that
move.
You use that enthusiasm in that voice.
Beowulf.
Oh, here's another sentence.
It was not far from Beowulf. I had this book. I was taking a romantic verse course.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
You're my hero.
Because, that's where the jobs are.
yeah.
What's your major? Romantic verse?
Read to me from that.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the lady loved
she
it.
did love it, yeah.
See?
It was like homework for me. But she
You have a very nice voice.
Okay. All right. Well,
what's the most? Oh, he won't tell.
He
us.
won't tell you.
The most romantic. Anything romantic you've ever done?
I've done lots of romantic things. I just don't read aloud.
Name one.
I mean,
But you consider paying the mortgage and here, drive this around for a while as romance.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
That should hold
it
you.
certainly should be part of it.
It should certainly be part of it. Oh yeah, you don't feel like you're in the mood? Check out my balance, okay?
Hey, baby, you don't want to eat sushi for the next 9 months, do you?
Oh,
was that too smart a joke?
I think so.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Keep trying. Well, let's see now. Coming up, Christy, what have you got over there?
Well, speaking of love, we have a guy accused of scamming $1.8 million from women he met on dating apps. We had a story about Beethoven that's kind of interesting.
Beethoven wasn't so great.
My fellow car fanatics.
Yes, well, he was
listen
a
up.
beautiful little doggy.
Beethoven, that's the St. Bernard.
Well, this is about the other Beethoven? Boring.
Is he the one that was almost deaf?
Yep.
Like totally deaf, right? Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, when he died, he asked the people around him if he wanted them to continue to search for the reason that he died. So
really?
Scientists, yeah, so this is all in with his wishes in mind. This is the DNA thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll find out about that. Also, they're trying to ban Skittles in California.
God.
Speaking of automobiles, a couple really cool car stories. One I really am interested in. It's about one car company that has had enough of the digital dashboards and wants to go back to traditional buttons, which I am totally in favor of.
And Snoop's got a new product, believe it or not.
All right, we'll find out about what's going on with Snoop Doggy Dog.
Snoop!
Coming up, comedians Al Jackson and Michael Rapaport. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules,
Here in the Bob and Tom program, we have been asking you for questions you get all the time.
About your job?
Yeah. Dear Bob and Tom, I work at the service desk of automotives. Customers call in and say, hey, the check engine light came on. What's wrong with my car?
Ah, well, there you go.
I want to always say, I don't know, put your car on the phone. Let me talk to it.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is James Brown. I'm really getting tired of people saying, so, do you feel good?
Yeah.
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is Brandy. Yes, I am sick of people asking me if I am a fine girl. Okay. If you've got questions you're tired of, we'd like to hear from you.
Yep.
Okay, that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
Brandy?
Yes.
Brandy, you're a fine girl?
Yes.
What a
I'll
good
say
wife
it.
you would be.
Yes.
But my love, my life.
My love of my lady is the sea.
Yeah.
Now, why do you like that song? Because
I don't
is
know.
that the kind of relationship you want, where that's some man who loves you, but he has to leave for long?
Right, he comes in, gets the good loving, and then he leaves you alone for a month at a time. It's a great way to keep a relationship
Here it is.
together.
Here it is, kids.
Yeah.
You saying it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Here it comes.
Nice guitar.
There's a boy on a western bay, and it's
Come on, Christy, sing along.
100 ships a day, lonely sailors pass the time away and talk about their homes. Come on, everybody. There's a girl in a warmer town, and she works laying whiskey down. It's a brandy, fetching all around. She serves them whiskey and wine.
On the side, she
says brandy. Fine girl, good wife you would be. Such a fine girl.
On the side of it.
From the sea.
All right, thank you very, very much. All right.
How do you think Brandy?
Hey.
How do you think Brandy got to own the bar?
She wears a braided chain made of the finest silver
from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name
of the man
that Brandy loves.
She killed and buried out behind the bar.
Eastern Time, zooming his way in, talk about his podcast, I Am Rapaport, as well as an upcoming appearance that's all on the way. Hooker, Jackson, and Rapaport on a Thursday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Got a little extra money in your pocket, perhaps some extra change in the couch? Well, bidders trying to buy Manchester United have been given more time to submit second offers for the iconic soccer team. The deadline for the latest round of bids has been set for 9 p.m. Wednesday, but American Merchant Bank Rain has agreed to an unspecified extension to allow interested parties to fine-tune their proposals. United is expected to become the most expensive sports team in history. Actress Lindsay Lohan, rapper Akon, and several other celebrities, I use that in air quotes, have agreed to pay tens of thousands of dollars to settle claims they promoted crypto investments to their millions of social media followers without disclosing they were being paid to do so. Lohan, Akon, recording artist Neo, and Lil Yachty, boxer and internet personality Jake Paul, adult film performer Michelle Mason, all agreed to pay more than $400,000 combined to settle the claims, according to the Securities and Exchange Commission on Wednesday. The SEC claims the celebrities paid to promote Tronix and BitTorrent, crypto asset securities that were illegally offered for sale. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Comedian Roger Naylor is our guest from the Ohio Valley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. Is your wife a cop?
Yeah, it's not the traditional job like we were talking about. I mean, it is very, very romantic. We met at a Dunkin' Donuts. So. She hates that joke.
I'll bet she does.
It is a weird job for a woman to have, but it has its advantages. I mean, what other job can you think of where the woman comes home every single night with handcuffs? So
sure,
we got a little game we like to play called Held for Questioning. On the downside, my wife carries a gun.
Oh, good point.
Which makes PMS a whole different ball game at my house. Our toilet seat stays down. I take no chances. I pee in the tub or out in the yard. I don't even mess with it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, my wife is a cop. It's very weird being in bed with a cop. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be in the middle of making love to your wife and all of a sudden you hear, "What's your hurry, pal?" Do you know why I stopped you? Do you know how fast you were going? I gotta wear a radar detector on my wiener. It's a fuzz buster. Bravo!
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
A special guest.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, news.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin, music.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Wisecracks. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Coming up, Michael Rapaport, the actor, the comedian, Al Jackson, and Jess Hooker will be along. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. And you know how the show works, Tom. One of us will say something offhand, and it catches the imagination of, it used to be the United States, but now it's the world. Mm-hmm. Everyone's fascinated by Mr. Ace Cosby and keeping a romance novel on his nightstand in his bedroom to fool the women into thinking he's sensitive.
But you don't even remember the title of this thing?
I've had that for years.
Well, that's why we would think you would remember the title.
I've never cracked it open.
Well, it's right on the cover.
and you contend you don't have anything else in there that to fool the ladies?
No.
Okay.
Like, give me an example.
Well, like...
chloroform.
Now
restraints.
Stop. He's being serious.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe a stuffed animal collection or...
There's a stuffed animal in the hallway.
What is it?
It's a little bear.
There's a stuffed animal in your hallway.
What's it doing in the hallway? Just on the floor?
I want the cat to look at it.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what
You need to go over there.
I don't know what you guys got going on, but this is much better than Joker Today. Okay. This is the comedy.
Very good.
So I open the door. I walk into Shea, Ace.
Yes.
What do I see when I walk in?
In the foyer, there's a Raider welcome mat.
A Raider welcome mat. All right, that's nice.
Now, do you want to go upstairs or you want to go to the living room?
Living room, I think.
Take me to the living room.
Big sectional?
No.
That
Couch?
you don't sit in the sectional. You stand behind it, right?
You have a couch,
I do both.
right?
Yeah. Walk down the hallway. There's a Raider logo thing on the garage door.
Now, this gets the chicks. They watch that.
There's a John Mellencamp Platinum album on the wall right before you go into the living room.
Wow.
Do you do this? You see that? I produced him. You do that?
Yeah, that would work.
Hell, I would.
So the bedroom, do you have like a king-size bed?
California King, yes.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
What's the California King? Is that even bigger
Even
than a
bigger.
king?
I think it's a little longer, I think.
Yeah, a little less. It's a little narrower and a little longer.
Mine's pretty wide.
I know, but they're not as wide as a California.
Now, maybe Ace is
Or as a
confused
king, rather.
because we keep saying bed, and he calls it the workbench.
Not the killing block?
I've tried to get that out of my brain.
Yeah, right?
Well, nice. What color sheets do you have?
Right now, there's blue, cotton.
Got a sky blue?
Nice.
Or dark blue?
Dark blue.
Good thread,
Dark blue.
good thread count.
Always 1,000.
Always 1,000?
How many pillows on your bed?
4.
Okay, just traditional
number.
size pillows, or do
Good
we have
number.
anything?
Traditional, yes.
Okay, all right. Do you have any? Do you make your bed in the morning?
No.
You make your bed when you get home?
No.
I'm with him. I don't make my bed until the lady comes in and makes it. That's the only time my bed gets made.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Or unless I have company.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Second.
Really?
What about you, Josh? You make your bed every day?
Not every day, but close. Yeah.
Yeah,
You get up and make your beds.
No, because you're not supposed to make it until like at least half an hour after.
Yeah,
you're
it
out
needs
of
to
bed.
air out. He's
What?
right.
Is
He's
that
right.
Well, then Ace and I have our beds gloriously open all day long.
Right.
Yeah, probably not.
I do make it when I change sheets, so.
And how often is that?
Once a week.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
that's good. That's average.
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
All right.
I usually make it when I get home. Is that what you do too?
Yeah, I just like going to bed in a made bed.
Give you something to look forward to? Well, I got to get home and make my bed.
No, but I think Josh makes a good point.
Sometimes I don't. I know.
When it's
Andy's
time to go to
probably
bed,
listening.
it's like you're sort of like cracking the fabric hymen, if you will.
That's right.
Hold on to yourself, bed. Here we go.
Here we go. I'm not sure how big this thing gets. Sheets open up.
What's the shower situation? How many shampoos and conditioners and
I've
soap?
got 4 body washes.
Four body. All right.
Why
okay.
4?
I like to rotate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, how about
Skin
that?
gets used to it, you know.
Yeah. The smell and everything stops working, and you're going to need to rotate. I have like 8 body washes.
I have Ivory soap. Works great. You'd be surprised.
Well,
That's why you stink.
so you have 4
Tom, are you a bar or body wash?
Bar.
Okay.
Bar soap. Then I do have, the squirter baby shampoo.
Why do you have shampoo?
No more
You
tears.
use baby shampoo?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said, Josh? Why do you have?
A physician friend of mine recommended putting baby shampoo in a washcloth in the morning, washing your face every morning. I'm serious. I don't
Baby shampoo.
I bet it feels good.
You act like this
wakes
is
you up.
some sort of a regiment from the Marine Corps. It's,
No,
more
it's just the
tears.
secret to a long life.
is that right?
Yeah,
Baby
yeah.
really? It smells good.
You're using your deodorant soap, poisoning your skin, I'm sure. Now,
Oh, my God.
speaking of poison, we have some poison in the news coming up. But right now, the big news this week on this show, Christy Lee has announced that she is engaged.
Yay!
And Christy
Thank you.
has been a single gal for...
Sorry.
Trying to take all the dignity out of this. I apologize, Christy. That was not me. But Christy is, in fact, getting married. And this will be husband number 4. And
Do you not remember promising us T-shirts with IV on the front?
I don't remember that, but Christy's already said she doesn't really want a Christy Lee husband number 4 T-shirt.
No.
I can understand why. But we have a tribute to Christy. And it's a fine song from the Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra featuring Tad Robinson.
Oh, I'm so tired. I gotta get some sleep. Oh.
husband number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Husband number 4. We had a real good time on our wedding night. Husband number 4. You can bet your ass she wasn't wearing white.
Oh my God, this is my worst nightmare. This cannot be happening. Did I get drunk in Vegas?
I played bass guitar in a rock and roll band. Last year I only cleared about $7,000. I sit on the couch and watch porn all day. And Christy cooks my dinner wearing lingerie. I use her credit card at the liquor store. Man, it's good to be husband number 4. 1, insurance too.
Well, at least I get to come.
Husband number 4. I'm the luckiest man alive. You know I've got it made. At least until she meets husband number 5. Can we get a credit card with my name on it?
Will you get a real job, honey?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's a nice song, Christy. Nice little tribute. And once again,
Sure,
best
Andy
wishes.
loved it.
Your man, Andy. I'm sure he understands the spirit of that humorous.
Yeah, he had just texted me. Thank Ace for taking the focus away, and then you played that song.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I called him Anthony a couple of times. I didn't know it was Andrew. I had no idea.
What?
You thought Andy was the nickname for?
No. I thought his name was Anthony.
And you told him, you called him that to his face?
Yeah, Anthony, like 2 or 3 times. And finally he goes, it's Andy, Andrew. I go, oh, I didn't know that.
Later, Tony.
Yeah, all right, buddy.
Okay.
Take her easy, Tony.
Coming up, we have interesting news from the world of automobiles. And also, we're going to talk with Al Jackson and comedian Michael Rapaport, who happens to be one of the actors in one of Chick's favorite movies.
Lucky numbers.
Yeah, and he's also an expert on the New York Knicks, of all things.
Oh, boy.
And he's,
really?
Yeah.
Don't ask him about that.
And he's also a traveling comedian these days. We'll find out what's going on with Michael Rapaport.
And we come back, we're going to have tortilla fights? Is that what we're going to do? I want to do this, and you don't, and I think it would be fun. And I think it would be a video.
Don't look at me. It's
Would
your
Josh
show.
hit me in the face with a tortilla?
You don't
That's
think
funny,
that's funny?
man.
That'd be kind of funny.
You don't want to see us look like idiots? All right.
I can do that very easily. I don't need to have tortillas involved. This is some kind of internet thing.
Yeah, everything's an internet thing, Tom.
You bring internet things in here all the time.
This show is kind of an internet thing.
Okay. All right. Fine. We'll figure out the tortilla thing coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
There's a monkey here riding a dog.
Yes, there is.
Hi. And the monkey's name is...
Where's the camera?
Dawn? Okay, Dawn the monkey.
Dawn the monkey and Dan the dog, right?
And the dog's name is Dan.
Dan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the doggy has a little saddle.
Oh, look at that.
And the monkey's riding around our studio.
At first glance, it doesn't appear as though the monkey has any control over where the dog goes.
Quite clear. Is the monkey steering?
I don't think the monkey is steering.
He's got reins. He
does have reins.
Can I put my hand out? Will the monkey bite my finger? Or?
Don't you dare spit in my pop, monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look at that little guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God, she's drinking from James's glass.
James, I hope that's not a Jaeger bomb, James.
No, this is a white Russian, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't care who you are. That's fracking the door.
She wants the chocolate. He had hot chocolate. She's trying to get the chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you anything sweet.
Cool.
She'll like anything sweet.
Thank you for clarifying.
That really, she likes that.
Did you see that?
And you want me to tell you something? This has never been done. I've never, ever turned her loose. I mean, I've always.
Mess.
Oh, you know
the
what?
first time I've ever turned her loose.
Because she has the strength of 10
Well, it's not that. You know, I just a little, she's relaxed and
We can tell.
you know.
Yeah.
Did you see
And
what
in a
she
minute,
did,
she's
though?
going to be drunk.
Did you see what she did? She stuck her head in there, couldn't get the chocolate. Now she's using her hand to get down to the bottom
Dipping
of
it out.
and licking her hand out.
Yeah.
She's no idiot.
Well, thanks for asking.
James, do you have a smoke? She might want one of those next.
Yeah, we'll need that smoke, definitely.
As if this could get any better. If the monkey would smoke a cigarette.
Light one up.
Wow.
Wow.
Do they have a pre? How did I word this
Race,
delicately?
performance?
If they're going to. If they're going to defecate, do you know, or do they just like let it rip?
Yeah, and they come over and ring a bell and.
And I got squelched about her playing with herself. But on defecation, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay.
I think she's going back over to see Christy.
Might have to go. Might have to go.
Oh,
please,
yeah. Okay.
Please leave a monkey turd over there.
If you could you please defecate on his keyboard?
Just turn my headphones off.
Please,
that would top the show, wouldn't it?
Just a little one.
Just a little baby rabbit.
Have you got food over there, Tom?
Would you like? No, I've got iced tea.
Oh yeah. Well, she.
Hi, how are you, sweetie? You are just the cutest little thing. Don't walk on my. Oop, that.
We do have a banana if we
my
want to bring it
headphones
in.
just went off. Oh God.
Bring a banana in. See if she'll eat it.
Oh yeah, she'll eat a banana.
She'll eat a banana. She'll eat the hell out of a banana.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
She's like a monkey on a football.
Perhaps in your garage. Maybe your wife makes you put it in the backyard. Whatever. At any rate, you could be the big winner. BobandTom.com/contest to enter to win. And good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. A rocket made almost entirely of 3D printed parts has finally taken flight, but it didn't last long. The second stage failed 3 minutes after liftoff from Cape Canaveral in Florida late Wednesday, and the mission failed to reach orbit. Relatively Space's rocket carried nothing on board except for the company's first metal 3D print from 6 years ago. Most of the 110-foot rocket, including its engines, came out of the startup's huge 3D printers in California. They hope to make a rocket that's even larger and with even more 3D printed parts in the future. Asian shares mostly lower after the Federal Reserve raised a key interest rate while noting the end may be near for its economy-crunching rate hikes. The Fed raised its key overnight rate by 0.25 percentage point, the same size as its last increase, in a campaign to drive down inflation. That effort has been complicated by turmoil in the banking sector, with investors worried more banks might fail after Silicon Valley's bank's recent collapse. Benchmarks fell in Tokyo, Sydney, but rose in Hong Kong and Shanghai. And a rare tornado left a line of damage across roofs of commercial buildings in the Los Angeles suburb of Montebello. Video captured Wednesday shows pieces of roofing being ripped up and twisting into the sky. The National Weather Service confirmed a tornado with winds of up to 110 miles per hour did touch down. That violent weather comes amid a strong late-season Pacific storm that brought damaging winds and more rain and snow to saturated California. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Dear Allie, I went on a first date with a guy. We went to a happy hour. The check was $22 for 4 drinks. Check came and he said splitsies.
When he said splitsies, you should have said, you know what, I think I will.
Yeah, left him with the check.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian Doug Stanhope. I wanted to talk about something fairly mundane, actually, with Doug. You hate baseball. Am I correct?
Baseball players always, they look like cops so much. They're so
No, they're so joyless.
Are you out of your mind?
But no, you watch any other sport and they're happy and they're pumping up the crowd, they're high-fiving. And baseball guys, they just look so joyless and smug, and they just sit there in the dugout and they look like cops. You know how someone gets pulled over, they have no registration, and you need 9 officers, and they all stand around with their arms crossed and self-important looking, no joy in their face.
So what do you do during? Because I can tell you love.
I'll bet on baseball because I think that's the only reason people watch it is because it's the only thing on in the summer. I hate the Yankees. That's the only reason I watch baseball is to hope the Yankees lose, and I guess that's probably a miserable. Just because they buy their team and their fans are so obnoxious. Like if you're gonna just be cheering in the stands, pick an underdog and have some character. If you have money on the game, it's different. That's like having stock in a company.
Yeah.
But if you're just gonna be a loudmouth, beer-fueled ass bag in the stands, pick the underdog. Rooting for the Yankees is like going to a casino and cheering for the house.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Jess Hooker. She's here.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Chick McGee is, of course, sitting at a special seat. It is the chair behind the desk. That desk is the orangeinsoles.com sports desk.
Every great desk has a chair behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Behind every great
the old saying. You could win yourself the King Crab Orange 45 Tundra Yeti cooler from orangeinsoles.com by going to bobandtom.com/contest. By the way, we're also giving away a beautiful Bob and Tom home dual Papa Shot game from Papa Shot. Who wouldn't want that in their living room? Okay, maybe down in the basement, but still, it's going to be a super cool thing to have. Now, we're going to get another song out of Mr. Godwin here in a few minutes.
Jess was telling me she hasn't been listening to the show driving in, and maybe you could ask Ace what special arrangements he's made in his bedroom in his house.
I'm not exactly sure why this came up, but Ace mentioned that if you were to go into his bedroom, he has a so-called California King bed, whatever that is.
Right.
And there is like some kind of a bedstand.
A nightstand.
Night table. And on that night table, he keeps a book.
Okay.
What book is it, Ace?
It's one of those, like, romance novels.
Yeah.
Fabio on the cover?
Because that's the genre you enjoy, or?
No, it's there for a conversation starter to impress the ladies.
And then
like foreplay?
Fire starter. He followed it up with, it's my sensitive side.
Oh, okay.
So if you were hanging out afterwards, you'd say, oh.
No, I would laugh. I would laugh very hard.
Hanging out afterwards.
After we're done,
So there's no talking, no conversation starter.
Before.
You do it, and then you go, hey, by the way, if you want to talk.
Hey, look at this.
I got this romance novel.
This might get us talk to
I
read.
might go to the restroom, and while she's looking around,
Oh, okay.
Restroom.
So you have props in your bedroom.
Just that book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and I don't believe that part. There's something, there's a bunch of other things going on in there that makes him appear
He's
sensitive.
never read the book, can't remember the title, he's never cracked it open.
Oh.
So, hey, she's going to pick it up, and you can tell a book's never been opened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's probably going to be dusty.
Yeah.
No, I dust a lot.
Oh, you dust it.
He does.
There you go. He dusts a lot.
However, he shares, I don't make my bed either, and neither does Ace.
So so obviously it's worked, or you wouldn't have kept it on your nightstand.
It's not my way, so I just...
Pat had a question, and I would like the answer as well. Do you have any taxidermy around your house?
No.
Well,
A lot of Raiders logoed stuff.
There really is something to be said for people who have a lot of taxidermy.
Yeah, it's creepy and scary and weird.
My sister collects it. She goes to different auctions. Yeah, she goes to different auctions all over the country and collects like things that I thought it was things that people hunt themselves. Like that's what you want on your wall. No, she has them. Like she has these two, like a buck and a deer, like kissing on her wall.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But if you've hunted and you've that I get it.
Yeah.
That I don't get.
That's when my first cat passed. I was thinking about getting her stuff.
Oh, what was your cat's name?
Lord.
Really?
We were together like 22 years.
Oh my God, Ace.
That had to have been a record break.
What would you do with a stuffed cat?
Just sit her in the corner.
What was her name?
Sin.
Sin.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear the Buttsins passing. Let's move forward here. We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Do we have anything interesting over there?
Yeah, we do. While many car brands are digitizing vehicle dashboards, Hyundai has vowed to keep using buttons and dials in its cars.
Yay.
CarsGuide.com reports that during the launch of the new generation Hyundai Kona, the head of Hyundai Design, Sang-Yup Lee, said the new model deliberately uses physical buttons and dials for many of the controls.
That's totally great.
Lee said digital screens, as Tom has always said, are more dangerous because they often require multiple steps, and therefore the driver has to take their eyes off the road to see where they need to press. When asked if Hyundai is committed to retain physical buttons in future models, Lee said that was his preference, but did admit that they will likely change when cars become more autonomous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that to change the radio station on my car is a 3 or 4 step process. You've got to take your eyes off the road, and
I don't. You're doing something.
No,
Can you agree you're doing something wrong?
The particular car I'm driving right now, I was reading one of the reviews, and it was rated the worst radio of any vehicle made. And they're right.
And not worse sounding.
No.
Or it's just
to change it, you have to do it. You can't change it in fewer than 3 steps. You have to go to the dashboard. You got to switch to this. You got to go. Really? You have to go to home, and then you have to go to thing. Then you have to go to source. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You take your eyes off the road for any of this stuff. I don't want to have the heater in the same place as the radio, and just give me the separate buttons.
I've had the same model car, but newer years for, 5 or 6 years, and everything inside has remained the same.
Really?
Yeah, the buttons and stuff don't.
You have some buttons. Some of them have no buttons.
I have a wheel and a clicker is what I have.
Okay, I don't know. I think it's a smart.
What do you got there in your car? Do you have a wheel or a clicker or a touch screen? Or
some things are buttons and dials. Other things are touch screen. Yeah,
that's the way mine is.
But
Mine's the same.
I preferred my older model of car.
Really?
Because I have the same car. It's just a newer.
Right. Yeah.
That's my last one, and I liked the last one.
You know
better.
what? I'm with you. I have a newer version of my car, and I like the older one better.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was
Isn't that
thinking.
funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I traded in one of the newer ones to get an older one.
Yeah.
A few years ago from a different car I was driving, and the manager of the dealership said he did the same thing because he preferred the old configuration.
Well, that's what you have now. So why is it causing you trouble?
Because this one's got there's a screen, and it's mostly screen. Okay. So I'm just saying my previous car, much easier to use.
A couple of other great stories, I guess, not so great. The last gas-powered muscle car from Dodge, the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170, will deliver 1,025 horsepower. The 2023 version has a 6.2-liter supercharged V8.
And 3.5 miles to the gallon.
It'll be the last one made by Dodge. And General Motors says the Chevrolet Camaro is going out of production. It will stop making the current generation of the muscle car early next year, though another generation might be in the works. Scott Bell, vice president of Chevrolet, said, quote, "While we are not announcing an immediate successor today, rest assured this is not the end of Camaro's story." GM said it will offer a collector's edition package of the 2024 Camaro RS and SS in North America and a limited number of high-performance ZL1 Camaros. Stephanie Brindley, an associate director with S&P Global Mobility, said if GM revives the Camaro, it almost certainly will be what? Everyone?
Electric.
That's right. GM said it plans to sell only electric passenger vehicles worldwide by 2035.
That'll be cool. I'm kind of surprised you're getting rid of it with the mullet making a comeback.
They do go hand in hand.
Did you get a discount? Did you hear that this is kind of a weird thing in Cambodia?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Cambodia.
GM is going to make the Camaro Rouge.
That is a weird thing.
In honor of evil dictator Pol Pot. Yeah, it's a small market.
Don't you remember when, much like a new TV season, the automakers would trot out the new cars and everybody lost their minds? Oh, did you see the new fill in the blank? Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I love that.
And can you imagine the commercial you're talking for the car you're talking about?
The Camaro, yeah.
And the small print. This commercial was filmed in a closed killing field.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, it's awful. I understand. Chick was trying to change the subject.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. I never worked so hard in my life.
Sorry about that.
Did you ever go to one of those rib fests, Josh?
Oh, boy. That's,
I knew this was the thing.
Yeah, I went to. You ever been to one of
People
those?
eat their barbecue ribs. They just throw the bones down on the ground.
Went to the Rib Fest. There were some great bands. It was really cool. They had just some really great artists performing, but people would walk around with these massive racks of ribs.
Sure.
And after they eat them, they just throw them on the ground.
Uh-huh.
And like
Yeah.
day 3, you'd walk in there, and it was like you were in the killing fields.
There's a distraught Sam Waterston over there.
Really kind of a sad thing.
Yeah.
Well, just make people aware that was a horrific.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I think people need to be
It's a
aware.
social comment.
If you don't study history, you'll be bound to repeat itself.
Yeah. It's our number one job, education.
Okay, coming up, Al Jackson will be educating me in the world of hipper language, and I certainly look forward to that. Right now, I want to remind you once again, bobandtom.com/contest if you're interested in winning that beautiful King Crab Orange 45 Tundra Yeti cooler from Orange Insoles. And speaking of Orange Insoles, Chick McGee?
I'm over here at the Orange Insoles Sports Desk, and if you have a job that requires you to stand all day like I do, I'm kidding. I don't stand all day. But if you do, it'll lead to hip pain and back pain. Go to orangeinsoles.com. What's the problem? Well, when your body is not aligned, it might experience more fatigue or injuries from your feet to your back. What happens if a house is built on a poor foundation? Well, you eventually fall over. And those soft, thin gel soles do not work at all. And not only that, but they're flimsy and should be outlawed.
You're doing great.
Check out orangeinsoles.com. Easy to navigate website. You can find the right pair of Orange insoles for whatever activity or shoe. Let's say you have a cowboy boot or a tennis shoe or work boots, dress shoes. And they have a 60-day we want you to be happy guarantee. Head on over to orangeinsoles.com. Free shipping. And right now, sign up for text messages from Orange Insoles, and you'll receive an additional more money savings code. Get proper support in your shoes and start feeling better. Orangeinsoles.com. That's orangeinsoles.com. Proud supporters of the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to say a special happy birthday today.
To?
Well, I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
Here's your hint. I want you to pay attention. Like, on this question,
You might have to think a little bit.
I want Jess to answer this and no one else. Born in 1922.
Okay.
This gentleman, and here's your hint.
Hello there. Oh, my God.
Okay.
That's your hint.
Okay, I have it.
Do you know who it is?
No, it's just that guy that annoys us on the show.
How dare you? Of course, the great Marty Allen.
The great Marty Allen.
Yeah, of course. And his catchphrase stolen by Wolfman Jack.
Hello there.
Yeah,
that's right.
Touch it. Coming up, we're going to say hello there to Al Jackson, comedian. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
You may be familiar with her.
If you work on your feet all day, maybe you're a teacher, a waiter, a doctor, a nurse. Oh my gosh, you're running back and forth all the time. Maybe you're Noah back here that's working this camera who's running around. You need orange insoles in your shoes. The running shoes, insoles, a little floppy. Look at that. Sturdy, hold you up, support your weight. The proper way. Orangeinsoles.com. Check them out. Plus, you can win this Yeti. Think of all the things you can do with this. First off, you're going on your wonderful hikes and you can't wait to get back to your campsite, camping in the beautiful wilderness. And your river rat friends are not going to be able to steal this Yeti cooler because you'll be able to see it. Check them out today, orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more. You get free shipping in the U.S. Plus, they have bundle and save options, so save some money. And if you sign up for text messages, you're going to get 10% off your entire order. Why are we still here?
halftime, beating Arizona 4-3. And the Penguins beat Colorado 5-2 in regulation. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Are odors in your home a constant problem? Do you live with a smoker, have pets, or simply have annoying kitchen cooking odors that just won't go away? Do you ever hear comments like this?
Gee, Janet, I never thought of fertilizing houseplants with cow dung.
Or has a house guest ever said,
Great room freshener, Bill. What do you call it? Early American locker room?
You've tried carpet deodorizers, spray mist, incense, stick-up fragrance dispensers, and even plug-in devices that temporarily mask the smells in your home. Nothing seems to work. That's why Home Products Incorporated, a division of Frigamall Industries, is proud to announce its latest innovation, Le Clip. With Le Clip, foul-smelling odors seem to miraculously disappear. Simply put Le Clip over your nose and the nose of visitors to your home and see what a difference it can make.
Hiya, Mary. How you been? Wonderful, Janet. Hey, your house smells great.
See how easy? If you pick up Le Clip today, and if you're not delighted with the results, we'll send your money back. Le Clip, by the same company that brought you Le Blindfold, the product that makes messy, cluttered homes look more neat and organized.
Gosh, honey, the house has never looked better.
Le Blindfold and Le Clip.
Pick yours up today. Okay.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Comedian Matt Weinhold is here with us.
I think that you should avoid all sort of living with anyone. Even if you're married, don't live with them because that'll mess it up. That's what messes it up. Because remember when you're dating, it's so great, it's so fun. You go on these dates and you go and you get coffee and you see movies and you talk and you have this wonderful sex and it's, I love you and I love you. And then you go home and I love my cable and I love my refrigerator. I love my life. And then they move in and then they're right in your face. And, hi, we live together now. Hi, what are you doing? What are you thinking? How about now? Or now? How about now? That was yesterday. What about now? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who was that called?
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Very nicely done, sir. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance studio.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Jess Hooker is here.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and evidently Jess Hooker cooked up a surprise today.
I did.
Tom, we have a Bob and Tom legend in the studio today.
We are joined by the very handsome comedian, Mr. Greg Warren. And the pressure is on now. I don't know if you heard this, Greg, but Christy Lee is getting married. So I think maybe you're next.
So I'm online looking for broads,
trim,
right?
Yeah. Checking the trash.
I don't think that's
or how you refer to them, a convenience. And It's been going okay, but
Yeah?
So are you? You got anything there on the hook? Anywhere?
Hadn't really.
Uh-huh.
I was taking some cues from Ace on the way in. I heard what he had in his bedroom.
Yeah, fascinating, right?
Yeah, it's quite different from what I've got.
What's in the Greg Warren condo bedroom?
Oh, I've got the clarinet in case anybody comes over.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's
Women love that's a
that'll
panty
wet him down.
That'll wet him down.
They call him the Pied Piper of Putty.
I can tell you have a couple of second thoughts about being in here. Hang on.
Speaking of comedians, I believe that we're going to be joined by, there he is, Al Jackson joins us. Al is one of the hosts of the Daily Blast Live.
Zooming in from Wrigley Field this morning.
I was going to say, it looks like I'm standing in front of a right field wall, and you beat me to it, Josh.
I'm sorry.
No, it was great. I didn't realize until I came on camera. I looked like I won a contest to come on the field.
I'll be selling dope in center field.
So is that in your little broadcast studio at your house? Is that wallpaper, or is that a three-dimensional fake grass?
Is it some sort of acoustic thing because it's a studio, Al?
Well, there's soundproofing behind here, but this is just faux grass that you would have. You know, when guys have a patio and a hot tub, and they definitely have harder drugs in their house.
That's right.
Grass.
It's just grass. Okay.
Okay. That's very.
I don't know if I'd have gone with putting it on the wall.
Now we should explain. Our comedian Greg Warren has joined us in the studio, and
Greg with the clarinet.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah. Thanks, Al.
Have you ever serenaded a woman with the clarinet? I've never. It doesn't even have to do with the instrument, but I'm curious for a guy that can play an instrument. You want to let the woman know that you can do that. So how do you naturally segue into? Okay, I'd love to play you a song. Like, how does that come about?
That's a little more awkward than you'd think.
Yeah, but it'd be much more awkward for Al if he said, "Do you want me to whip out my licorice stick?"
Oh my gosh!
Hey Al, once again, thank you for joining us every week. We really appreciate
Boy,
it.
Al,
that's what it's called—a licorice stick, right?
It is called a licorice stick. Oh,
Al, do you have anything special next to your bed that you use to entice the ladies?
Can't even imagine.
Something next? No, I don't. Look, Christy, when I'm at this point at 45, and I'm not going to say too much, but if I'm going to be intimate with a woman, it's got to go down pretty quickly. I don't have time to be reaching for things because it loses interest real quick.
Yeah, no props.
You know, you got to just go. Yeah, once the process has started, you just got to let it play out. It's like the judicial system.
You don't have a sound like a playlist going or something.
Oh yeah, like
walk
what
in
music do you?
Do you have a?
No, see, I am anti-playlist just because you can easily let the woman know how short of a time that you went.
Man, I never thought of that.
If we're like not even through 1.5 songs, bro, this wasn't even the remix. This is just a regular song.
You didn't even get through Baby Shark.
I didn't get to the chorus.
Yeah. So I never want to. And then also, maybe I don't know if you guys are like me, but 45, I compartmentalize songs. So songs on my playlist, I don't listen to in my car for my workout playlist songs, and I wouldn't want to listen to songs on my intimacy playlist like in my car. So like you're kind of Xing off songs in your life if you make love to that song. Is that weird?
Sure, I understand kind of what you're saying.
I completely get that. There's a time and a place for each kind of song. I mean, as we often said, the worst song in the history of strip clubs is The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It doesn't really lend itself to...
See, when he's right, he's right. That's why
he is right, man.
It's true, but here's the thing. Everything now is like counterculture. So there's got to be one stripper that's like, I'm going to not do Pour Some Sugar on Me. Like they're like, I got to update this. And you're going to lose a lot of people with the Edmund Fitzgerald. But here's the thing. You don't care about them. You want to have a target demo of people that comes in just to see you and to see you dance to Edmund Fitzgerald. And if those are only 4 guys,
that's right.
Those 4 guys are going to tip heavy.
This is why Al's on a TV show every day.
Yeah.
That's a good song to get a lap dance to because it's long. Because sometimes some strip clubs don't say, it's a lap dance is $50 for 5 minutes. They say 3 songs.
Yeah, and you're
and
basically
that's where they get you.
Yeah,
and so I think that also there's the attitude of the song. For example, "Tears in Heaven" might be kind of less than.
Not for me, because I have a kids falling out of windows fetish. So,
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, I wanted you to pay.
Al Jackson is our guest.
Mission accomplished.
Al is featured on the Daily Blast Live, and a lot of serious commentary.
And in champagne rooms near you.
That's right.
Yeah. And Al, and now, what is your... If I can make a little more information out of you, get a little more information. What is your current status? You have split off from your longtime girlfriend. Now, is there another lady in the mix here now? What's going on?
There is, Tom. I met a good one, man. She's super chill. She's a crazy, insane sports fan. Like I've never Yeah, I know people are like, girls like sports. I'm not talking about that, bro. Like yesterday, she had college basketball, college hockey, and the World Baseball Classics on 3 different channels.
Oh, my.
Like she does not even she just loves sports. She grew up watching baseball with her dad. She works for the major league team out here in Colorado. So she's like a crazy sports fan. So it's like hanging out with my homie, and I'm attracted to her. So just like all my homies. So I'm in a good situation out here. I'm being forced to watch sports and hang out with a cutie. So I'm good.
Hey, just Al, can I ask a personal question, one-on-one?
Oh boy.
Am I one of your homies?
Dude, you're like a day one homie.
Oh,
Tom.
No,
honestly,
no, he's too nice.
Almost the
Not
beginning of my
only
career.
no, but hell no.
No true homie has ever asked,
you're in the,
am I one of your homies?
You're in the ring of honor of homies. Like, that's a big deal. Because there's a lot of dope men and women in there.
Okay. No. Al is kind of has a lot of interest in language, and he's trying to help me. And Greg, I know that you're kind of in my league of the unhip, I would say.
I don't think anyone's in your league for anything, especially how unhip
news to me.
Yeah. I mean, you consider yourself like kind of a hipster?
He knows what's going on.
I lived in New York City for 4 years.
Sure. So did I.
West Hollywood.
You grew up in the
and also Greg has been in these streets.
Yeah.
Like he's overheard that. I'm going to ask Tom, if it's okay, I'm going to ask this first question to Greg.
Okay.
All right, Greg, when would I use the phrase that part?
That part.
Like, what would somebody, like, when would you use that phrase? That part?
If, for instance, if you say, like, I enjoy the Benny Goodman song, but that part in the middle is the best part.
It's like you asked Tom.
You know what, Tom?
The time of Christmas.
I apologize. He's exactly like that. Yeah.
Give me a little more context, Al.
Okay, so somebody is speaking to you, and if somebody says something to you, when would be an appropriate time ever in your life in a conversation to use the phrase that part? Like, and you got that part.
Does that mean
when would you say that?
This particular aspect of what you're saying is the most salient point you're making is this little aspect of your conversation, right?
I would assume.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
In other words, now you're
this isn't an
Al, can I try to lead you into this? This is just this is a guess of mine, but man, Al, I was at dinner the other night, and I started off with some jalapeno poppers and a salad, and the waiter he came over, and he had one of those mustaches. By the way, my super hot date was sitting across from me. But then I also ordered the linguine and the. Would you, when I said super hot date, would you go that part? Like that's what you want to hear about?
You're close, but it's a hard one. But once you figure out when to use that part, it's a phrase. Honestly, you'll use a lot because that part is it's kind of like you said, Josh. You're pointing out the part that we're only talking about. So you could say, not only do they want us to work on Saturdays, but they're not even paying us double time. And when you say that, your coworker goes that part. Like, that's the main thing that you just said. So it's just kind of like
the main
they
idea.
agree with you, but then the part you're like, yes, and they're not even paying us double time.
Yeah.
Time and a half. Come on, we're working on Christmas. That part.
What restaurant has jalapeno poppers?
Vinny's down off of
fast food thing.
83rd. Oh, no, it's fine dining.
A lot of restaurants.
Sloppy
I don't
Joe's.
think so. I think it's a drive.
Sorry, jalapeno poppers, very underrated. Very underrated.
Yeah,
food.
but you don't get them in a restaurant.
No, Al Jackson.
No, you absolutely do not.
Al, I think you're probably aware of a couple things.
Yeah, you don't.
Al,
That's like getting a corn dog at a restaurant.
Exactly.
Yeah, those are good too.
You're probably aware that Ace Cosby is eating nothing but pizza this month of May.
It's March.
Yes. It's been,
sorry, did I say May?
Yeah.
I meant March.
It's been a pleasure knowing
what I was trying to get to, if you could just eat one thing, Al, every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what would it be?
Thai food.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I love it.
Yeah, well,
I love it because it's, you know what it is? It's light, but there's still like a meat of your choice in there. So it's like you kind of get your greens a little bit, but it's tasty. And then there's a little diced chicken or a steak or something in there. I just love Thai. I used to work at a Thai restaurant, so I'm biased, but like I can't eat a double hoagie for lunch anymore. I want to, but that's the end of my day when I have a parm sandwich. Like, it's over. So I have to have it 45. I got to have like a light meal in me at all times.
Oh, they're very good. Very good. Now, Al, are you aware
What about
of
you,
this?
Tom?
I think if I had to eat something the same every day like Ace, I would go with spaghetti, I think.
Spaghetti?
Would you mix the sauce up, or would it always be the same sauce? Like, would
it'd
you
be
do
more or less the same.
Okay. All right.
I'm a big fan. I could do that. And Josh, you said it'd be peanut butter and jelly.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could. Pizza's definitely on that list too, for sure.
Now, Al, I don't know if you're aware of
I could eat a
this.
slice of pizza every day.
Big announcement from this show a couple days ago. Christy announced that she is engaged.
Oh,
sorry, Al.
Whoa, putting a lot of pressure on a lot of people in this
for us.
Yeah, I know.
We should have done this off camera. Had a little text exchange, like, Al, it's time. I'm so happy for you, girl.
Thank you.
I've got 6 weeks.
How
Get
did
on
he
over.
ask you?
Oh, you're going to love this.
Yeah.
It was I kind of botched the proposal because we were on our way to a charity event and I really needed to get there, and he was running late and I was kind of running late, and I ran out the door and he had turned the car off, and I'm like, why is he turning the car off? We got to go. I jump in the car and he goes, what are you doing? I go, we got to go. We're late. And he goes, I was going to come in. And he had a rose in the car. And I said, oh, you got me a rose. That's so nice. He goes, well, you're wearing a black tuxedo, and I thought you might need some color to go with your outfit. And I go, I don't have time to go in and make a booty. And he goes,
You're more about logistics at this point.
yeah. And he goes, well, what about the color green? And he pulled out the ring box because it's got emeralds on it, and asked me in the car. So that's how it went.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you said, I thought you meant marijuana, fool. Let's go. That's great. I'm so happy for you. That's
Thank
what's
you.
up, girl.
Yeah.
You're wearing a tuxedo?
Yeah, ladies tuxedo. You've never seen a woman in a tuxedo?
Hall type
It's
thing?
one of the best look. It's such a good look.
Thank you, Jess. I love it. It was
I've always felt like tuxes and kind of like men's suits fit women better in a weird way, but they never wear them because they're designed to have that kind of angle at the waist, and then so it really highlights the feminine shape if it's like cut right.
Thank you. That's exactly how this one fit, and I really like it, and it's comfortable.
Did you wear the ring to the event?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Believe me, it was noticed quickly.
Yeah.
Word spread like wildfire.
That's awesome.
All right,
Fit
well,
good?
Did the ring fit good?
Yeah. Everything good?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, good. Now, Al Jackson, we have time for our word of the week, please. What have we got over there?
Oh, Tom, our word of the week is blicky.
Blicky.
Tom, what is a blicky?
Is it like blicky, icky, icky? No.
No, that's
no, but you're on the right
that's
track.
weed, right?
Oh,
blicky.
Yeah, that.
Is blicky a thing or an adjective?
It's a thing.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Sticky, icky. That's
the weed.
That's your weed. Yeah, sticky, icky.
Weed.
So is it like black tar heroin?
No.
How did you?
It is not.
As Al would say, you got the walk off, Tom. That's perfect. No.
So you'd say I had to go to the event and I brought my blicky with me.
You've never held like a bud or anything like that, and
sticky?
Yeah, it's got a little tack to it.
No.
No.
You know,
hash particularly is very tacky.
You have led a far sheltered life than any of us can ever imagine.
So what is a blicky? I don't even understand.
Oh, blicky.
We're not even talking about blicky. We're talking about sticky.
If it was a name for black tar heroin, that would be a very sort of silly name. It should have a more serious name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Black tar heroin already sounds real serious.
Yeah.
It's like that's something you want to specifically order. You don't want there to be a mix-up.
Hey guys, want to do some goofy ploof? What is that? Oh, needle drugs. We checked them into our.
You're all out of Hebert. Oh, I can't believe it.
I think that's why Brexit passed. I think Brexit was kind of a cutesy name, and they thought, this isn't going to destroy the country. Let's do this. So blicky, it's a thing. Is it something you can fit in your hand?
Yes.
Okay. Is it something you'd carry with you to a party? I brought my blicky.
I would.
Hey man, you holding? Yeah, I got the blicky in my.
Yeah, I mean, you should not, but people do.
Okay.
Well, it's got to be the tree.
Is it a gun?
It is.
Wow. I'm with Greg on this, too. That's also something. Maybe shouldn't have cute nicknames.
Well, I hope nobody starts on that. I got my nanny boo-boo right here.
Yeah.
If it starts, I'm going to finish it. I'll tell you that.
So a blicky is a weapon?
Yes.
Wow. Is it? What is?
And I could
what's
just
the
see
origin of that?
Chris. This is the hottest scene I can think of, Tom. Christy.
Yeah.
Obviously has her I'm sure concealed carry. We're assuming everything's legal in this scenario, this imaginary scenario. She gets out and like an all white Tom Ford, but tailored for a woman, 3-piece tux, white Testarossa, tucks the blicky and walks into the event like, what's up, with the rock on her finger. That is big ballin'.
Yeah, that's a baller
Christy
move.
Lee.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what the origin of blicky is?
I asked around and I couldn't really. The only thing I could really find is that some people called it a binky. But see, I call a bink when I hit a bet. I don't know when you got, obviously, college basketball, we're all just watching it, no illegal gambling, unless we're patronizing a site that patronizes this radio show. But I call when you hit a bet, me and my friends text each other bink. That means you hit the bet.
I thought a binky was a pacifier.
That's where you get the word bink from.
Binky is a pacifier in our world.
Baby has the binky.
Baby's got her binky, yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, if baby's got a blicky, that's a big problem.
That sure is a big difference. I don't want that. Al Jackson is featured on the Daily Blast Live. Thank you, Al. We'll look forward to talking to you next week.
I love y'all. Go see Greg. He's hilarious.
Yes.
Thanks, Al.
Greg Warren is on his way to Dr. Grins. Am I getting this right?
Better get going.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later, buddy.
Donuts.
Right now, after this program, Mr. Chick McGee is going to go back to his home. And
my compound, that's right, because I have the Simply Safe design it yourself, do it yourself home security system. Many, many reasons why Simply Safe is trusted by experts and customers alike. U.S. News recently named Simply Safe the best home security system of 2023, and CNET awarded Simply Safe the editor's choice. Simply Safe, designed with cutting-edge security technology and powered by 24/7 professional monitoring. Simply Safe's in an emergency, professional monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real. You get priority police dispatch. And 24/7 professional monitoring costs under $1 a day, less than half the price of traditional home security systems. Lock and unlock your doors, access your cameras, arm and disarm your system right from the app on your smartphone. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few days. Go to simplysafetom.com and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, a special surprise, another one. Also coming up, comedian Michael Rapaport. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
One of my favorite things you've ever discussed in the show, and if you wouldn't mind maybe doing a little bit of this for me, you have talked about marriage on this show to the point that we actually get we get requests all the time.
Well, good.
For people to hear your little discussion about this, which is brilliant. And I don't want to give away any of it, but would you mind relating a little bit of, you know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, I was married for 3 years, and which is not a long time, you know. We were supposed to be together until one of us died.
True.
I never even had a fever.
Yeah.
My friends were shocked I got divorced. You're getting divorced? That's weird. You seem so happy at the wedding. The wedding? Yeah, that's not part of the marriage. No. It's like telling a shark attack victim, gee, you seemed okay on the beach. And to speak to Christy's point, you know, my wife felt I was too down, I was too negative. Well, this divorce should help.
Yeah, there you go.
She said I had changed. You know, you didn't used to be like this. If I'd known going to be like this, I never would have gone to bed with you. Hey, guess why I didn't tell you?
Yeah, okay.
And of course, you know, marriage is hard. We all know it. The proof here in the room, the success and.
Hey.
Einstein.
Gotcha.
Marriage is so hard. Einstein got divorced.
Yeah. Albert Einstein's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein? And there you have it.
Yeah.
Nick Griffin, ladies and gentlemen.
Willie Nelson's next honor is a university endowment in Texas. The 89-year-old country music icon is the namesake of the new, now hang with me, it's a long one, Willie Nelson Endowment for Uplifting Rural Communities at the University of Texas's LBJ School of Public Affairs. Got all that? The school announced the endowment Wednesday and praised the Texas native for his work supporting farming and rural communities. Actress Lindsay Lohan, rapper Akon, and several other celebs have agreed to pay tens of thousands of dollars to settle claims they promoted crypto investments to their millions of social media followers without disclosing they were being paid to do so. Lohan, Akon, recording artist Neo, and Lil Yachty, boxer and internet personality Jake Paul, and the adult film performer Michelle Mason all agreed to pay more than $400,000 combined to settle the claims. And the soap opera The Young and the Restless celebrates its 50th anniversary this month as the #1 daytime pickup. And the soap opera The Young and the Restless celebrates its 50th anniversary this month as the #1 daytime drama for 35 consecutive years. Is it the only one left? I don't know. It's created by the late William J. Bell and Lee Phillip Bell. Young and the Restless concerns the goings-on of several Midwestern families, and among the cake-flinging food fights and evil twins, they've had some important firsts, like the first live facelift on TV and the first daytime drama character to have a mastectomy. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
For Batman, it was Batgirl.
For Superman, it was Supergirl. And now, meet Spider-Man's female counterpart. From Bob and Tom Productions, it's the superhero women have known about for years.
All right, Toots, this is a stick-up. Hand over all your money.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, come on, lady. Hurry it up. Somebody's going to get hoiked.
Help! Oh, please help! Won't somebody help me?
Let that young woman go, you two ruffians.
Yeah? Who's gonna make us?
I am.
Come on, lady. You must be in your mid-50s.
Yeah, what do you have going? Some kind of superpowers?
Yes, I do. Take a look at these.
Oh, gross. Let's get out of here.
It's Spider-Vein Woman.
Oh, God, no!
Spider-Man got his superpowers from being bitten by a spider. Spider-Vein Woman got her powers from working as a waitress for 17 years. Don't make Spider-Vein Woman show you her legs, because if she has to, she will.
Look at this one.
I think I'm gonna puke.
Oh, here, hold my purse. I'll show you my hysterectomy scar.
When you need help, call on the only superhero who wears long polyester pants, comfortable support hose, and sensible shoes. She's Spider-Vein Woman. Coming soon to a theater near you.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's over there with his guitar. There's Josh Arnold.
Jess, I'm out of coffee. Would you mind?
Yeah, hold on here. Anybody else? Anybody else need a refill?
There's Jess Hooker.
I thought you were going to break my...
I was hoping she'd throw it in your face.
Me too.
Hotter the better, by the way.
Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, we have a comedy legend in the studio with us today.
Easy.
If Ace is a legend, Greg is a legend, okay?
Fair enough.
We're joined by comedian Greg Warren. Greg will be at Dr. Grin's, Grand Rapids, Michigan this evening. And through the weekend. Should be a great show. Lots of other cool shows out there. I should point out rather quickly, we have Willie G. He's at the Comedy Bar in Chicago tonight. And then Friday, Saturday, Willie headlining in Dubuque at the Comedy Bar. And let's see, while I'm at it, I should point out the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, Michigan will be hosting Josh Arnold, Kostaki Economopoulos, and Pat Godwin.
Murderers Row.
That's going to be a Friday evening, March 31st, so that'll be a great show. And then Saturday, April 1st, Mr. Godwin will be traveling to Mason City Limits, Mason City, Illinois, for their 15th anniversary evening. And Josh Arnold, April 1st, is at the Diamond Joe Casino in Dubuque. Now, is this the place famous for the buffet?
That's right, yes. They had to close during the pandemic. I don't know if it's opened. But I've got my lifetime.
Yeah, we have lifetime
pass.
cards,
Yes.
don't we?
We all do.
You do?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They gave us a lifetime pass.
Oh, Pat didn't get one?
No, I got one.
Oh. What?
Pat, you have your guitar out. You got a song?
Song for you, I think. I'm going to serenade you.
Boy. Really?
You know what's so
Too
special?
late.
Once again, Christy Lee engaged.
Never too late.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. In case you haven't heard about Christy Lee, she's getting married to her guy Andy. When he proposed, she said, what the hell's one more? Welcome to the family. Christy's husband number 4. Her first 3 marriages just didn't stick. Christy was 0 for 3 and tied with Chick. Now he wants to date and even up the score. Who will win the title? Chick's ex-wife number 4. They say half of marriages will end in divorce. That number seems too low. I need to find out the source. Our show is 8 for 8, including my 2, of course. Even time, and we all know he's hung like a horse. Forget the odds. We wish you both the best. We know your love is gonna pass the test, but just in case it doesn't and your marriage takes a dive, may we suggest Josh Arnold for your husband number 5. Your husband number 5.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Very nice, Pat.
Very, very nice.
There's a lot going on there, man.
Yeah. And now a special surprise.
Oh, yeah?
What day of the
Another
week is
one?
today?
Thursday.
What do we not do on Thursday?
Not
Jeff
bad.
Oskay.
People don't do me any day of the week, to be honest.
And just closed circuit. That's the nicest tie you've ever worn. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And that's the nicest your hair has ever looked.
Wow.
Wait a minute. You like that tie?
I love that tie.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, I'm with you, chick.
All right.
That's very nice.
It isn't nice. It's colorful.
Yeah, it's, piano keys because, what a musician I am.
It's very colorful. It's really lovely.
Thanks. For all of our radio listeners, I'm wearing a tie. All right, I'm Jeff Oskay. We give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news.
Archaeologists discovered the bones of what they believe to be a giant penguin that would have stood over 6 feet tall. What you failed to mention, I'm assuming the zookeepers were much more generous with the fish back then.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to be.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
sure.
80 million years ago.
Some penguins at a zoo were fitted for contacts to help them see better. What you failed to mention, I think fitting them with glasses would have been way cuter.
Absolutely. Yes.
I just wish there was a video of these penguins taking their eye exams, putting a flipper over one eye.
Hilarious.
We learned today that Ace has a Harlequin romance novel on his bedside table. What you failed to mention, yeah, Ace, when your fiance moves out, you're supposed to get rid of her stuff. A radish set the world record for the world's largest radish, weighing in at just over 100 pounds. What you failed to mention, wow, just think of all the salads that thing's about to ruin.
Love radishes.
A topless maid claims she earns about $1,400 a day cleaning houses. What you failed to mention, to be honest, she could probably make the same amount doing zero cleaning.
Hey, sit there, will you?
Yeah. No need to work up a sweat, darling.
Won't you hit my balls with the feather duster?
The feather duster.
A man scammed women.
We know what Jeff likes.
It's a nether duster.
Ooh, I like that, Pat. God, you're on fire this week, my friend. A man scammed women out of $1.8 million that he met on online dating sites. What you failed to mention, the most I ever received from a lady on one of those dating sites was a blurry breast pic and a restraining order. The founder of the 7-Eleven convenience stores died. What you failed to mention, I can only imagine at the viewing, they'll be like, this line is for grieving, that line is for lottery only.
Here.
The NCAA tourney has started, which means more and more men will get vasectomies this time of year so they can recover on the couch watching basketball. What you failed to mention, if we're being honest, they should just offer free vasectomies to all the college players heading off to the NBA. Save everybody a lot of time.
Yeah.
Not much of a joke, more of a statement. A woman was busted after trying to use soda to pass her urinalysis test for probation. What you failed to mention, next time try using something other than orange Faygo.
Good way.
And finally, Gwyneth Paltrow revealed she uses ozone therapy on her hootenanny. When asked what the weirdest wellness trend she's ever tried, what you failed to mention, ozone therapy is pretty lame for her. I'm surprised she hasn't put a clam up there and tried growing her own cultured pearls. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been the news that you failed to mention.
Jeff Oskay. Thank you.
Very nice, Jeff.
Very good. Yes. Not only did he look the best, I think that was the best one he's ever done.
Oh,
fantastic.
Well, beautiful,
Let's
beautiful.
not get carried away.
No. A lot of jokes in there.
Yeah.
Once again, we have Greg Warren visiting. We're going to meet comedian Michael Rapaport. He's a really good actor. He's been in a bunch of great movies.
Talented man.
Trying to think of, I think he was in Mighty Aphrodite.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
Beautiful Girls.
He's in your
he's great in that.
Your favorite movie, Chick?
Lucky Numbers.
Lucky
no one
Numbers.
else likes. It's my movie.
He was in
What's
a
the one
Ludacris
with-
video.
What's the one with Christian Slater and Brad Pitt?
Supergirl?
No.
Supergirl.
Hellboy.
Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, True Romance.
True Romance, man.
yeah.
God, he was good in that.
We're going to talk to him. He's also a stand-up comedian, and he happens to be an expert on the New York Knicks.
Wow, he's doing all that. Like, has a podcast. He's an actor. He also is a stand-up. Huh? But that's the only thing you do, Greg.
Yikes!
Wow. I call into this show on Monday.
You write a very nice little essay every week.
And
Not an essay.
It's a book.
An essay. Essays are not interrupted quite as frequently.
Well, we'll get back to that.
Essay means I start talking and I end talking.
Coming up, we have.
Okay, silent next time, everybody.
No. Nobody. I know chick silences are very loud.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up, we have Beethoven's DNA.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are Skittles going to be illegal in California? Not the dog. The other guy. The dead guy. Although that dog probably is. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Perfect. Office supplies. Man, you can do a billion things with stuff. Staple remover, notepads. Looks like we got some erasers. There's over 1 million textiles in here. What? Oh, I have an idea. I swear to God, I just hit the jackpot. I learned this from my mom, Phyllis. See, you take the Post-it note, which appears to be just a common Post-it note. Then you take your pot you keep in a Parmesan cup. Put your pot right here in the middle, and automatically you got free rolling papers. I swear to God, man, once you inhale the adhesive, oh, you'll get people hooked. It's like a Fortune 500 buzz. This will be the next plot line on Breaking Bad 4. Well, let's get to work. Hey, man.
Hey, Donnie. I don't think you're supposed to be back here.
It's okay, man. I shut the door. Look, I come loaded for bear. I know how much you like this stuff. Don't start tweaking. I made these myself with Post-it notes. Here's your free one.
It's sticky.
Well, how else you think you're supposed to get hooked on it, Dick? Go ahead and hit it with a lighter, and this will keep you from snorting that Scotch tape at Christmas time. But wait, I want payment now. I want my payment now. $20 like usual.
I don't have any cash. You take credit card?
Yeah, what am I going to do with that? Run it up the crack of my ass? There's your other joint.
Come on, Donnie.
I gotta go.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, Mark, where do I get one of those swell Bob and Tom Show hats? Well, it's pretty easy, folks. Just go to bobandtomstore.com and you can do all your shopping. You don't even have to leave the house. Bob and Tom hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts with the Bob and Tom Show logo. Also, as I mentioned, that Bob and Tom Show hat, adjustable, fits any size head, so you can buy it, put it in that stocking, and a Merry Christmas for all. Oh, sure, it's only March. Maybe you're planning ahead for a birthday, an anniversary, perhaps a retirement at work. Our clothing size is small, up to 5XL. We've got you covered. Just go to bobandtomstore.com and get that Bob and Tom fan in your life a little merchandise that says The Bob and Tom Show. bobandtomstore.com. Go shopping, have some fun, and if you're the Bob and Tom fan in your life, my gosh, treat yourself. You deserve it. You have my permission. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Got a little extra money in your pocket, perhaps some extra change in the couch. Well, bidders trying to buy Manchester United have been given more time to submit second offers for the iconic soccer team. The deadline for the latest round of bids has been set for 9 p.m. Wednesday, but American Merchant Bank Rain has agreed to an unspecified extension to allow interested parties to fine-tune their proposals. United is expected to become the most expensive sports team in history. Actress Lindsay Lohan, rapper Akon, and several other celebrities, I use that in air quotes, have agreed to pay tens of thousands of dollars to settle claims they promoted crypto investments to their millions of social media followers without disclosing they were being paid to do so. Lohan, Akon, recording artist Neo, and Lil Yachty, boxer and internet personality Jake Paul, adult film performer Michelle Mason, all agreed to pay more than $400,000 combined to settle the claims, according to the Securities and Exchange Commission on Wednesday. The SEC claims the celebrities paid to promote Tronix and BitTorrent, crypto asset securities that were illegally offered for sale. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
In case you haven't heard about Christy Lee, she's getting married to her guy, Andy. When he proposed, she said, "What the hell's one more? Welcome to the family." Christy's husband number 4. Her first 3 marriages just didn't stick. Christy was 0 for 3 and tied with Chick. Now he wants to date and even up the score.
Yeah.
Who will win the title? Chick's ex-wife number 4.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The oldest gold medalist was in 1912 when Oscar Swan took home first prize in a shooting event as a 64-year-old. And while a 64-year-old Olympian is rather amazing, there was almost an 87-year-old winner. At the first Olympic luge competition in Innsbruck, Austria, 1964, the fastest luge run was logged by an 87-year-old Austrian, Johann Lickensfinkter. Johann amazed the crowd and the judges, who nearly awarded him the gold medal, until it was learned that Lickensfinkter was not entered in the event or even on the team. It seems that Johann was a spectator who had slipped and accidentally slid down the track at a record pace. Lickensfinkter left his mark in Olympic history, as well as on the luge track itself.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Bob and Tom.
Hey.
Thank you, Christy.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
Hello. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Chick McGee. Hi. Hi. And here's Tom Griswold with a very special guest.
Chick McGee at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk.
Shoe in of the week coming up.
Also coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day and comedian Michael Rapaport. And we have a special guest in the studio. He will be at Dr. Grin's, Grand Rapids, Michigan, tonight, Friday night, Saturday night. It's Greg Warren, clarinetist, comedian. The man with the big licorice stick.
Yeah.
You do not incorporate the clarinet into your show, is that correct?
Not very often.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Only by request.
Well, it would have to be like a month out request or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that. Yeah,
well, you got to get warmed
travel,
up and practice. And
You don't just pick these things up.
No, got to call Mel Bay.
You're so old and you've been playing it your whole life. How do you not know?
Wow.
54.
Wow.
How about that?
I haven't been playing it my whole life. I was first chair as a sophomore.
That's impressive.
Oh, I think we've got the shoe of the week right now. Brought to you by Orange Insoles. Free shipping site-wide, plus receive an additional saving code only when you sign up for text messages. Go to orangeinsoles.com right now. Here we go, Tom. Men's basketball tournament. You want to hear what I'm picking?
No,
I do.
That's the idea of this segment. Yeah.
Thought I'd try to have a conversation with you. I like UConn minus the 5 against Arkansas. What do you think of that? And I like Xavier plus the 5 versus Texas. That's the sneaky pick of the weekend. Musketeers. Xavier Musketeers.
Used to live right by that place.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful campus.
All right. Now, well, very good, Chick.
There you go. Brought to you by Orange Insoles.
And speaking of Orange Insoles, you want to win that beautiful cooler. It's the King Crab Orange 45 Tundra Yeti cooler. It's right over there. You could win that one. And this is pretty cool. The Bob and Tom Special Edition Dual Pop-A-Shot game from Pop-A-Shot. Who wouldn't want to have that in their living room, huh? No, Greg Warren, you're a single man.
Yeah, I'd put that right in there.
You live in a condo. You could put that right there.
I would totally. If I win, it's going right there.
Okay, all right.
Dining room table's going out.
Yeah.
Pop-A-Shot's going in.
Perfect.
That sounds good. Sounds good. Now, coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Michael Rapaport. Before we get to that, though, we've got some comedy right here in this room. I look around and I see it's right over there because, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Well, it's good news for you, Chick.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting a new band.
Oh, good.
I already got a name picked out.
Okay.
The Duvets. The Duvets. We're going to be a cover band.
That's pretty funny.
Very nice, Ace.
Bang.
Oh, boy.
And that was the answer. That was the Wordle answer earlier this week.
It was. It was like a couple days ago.
Joke of the day brought to you by Omaha Steak. Spring into something delicious with the Omaha Steak semi-annual sale. Save up to 50% off site-wide. Plus, when you use code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Back to Wordle talk.
I just happened to. I knew that Greg was a man of many words. Duvet is one of them.
He's a crossword guy.
Yeah, man. Not quite as active as I used to be, but I jumped right back in after like 3 months off.
Would you get a brain injury? What?
You didn't have to practice?
I nailed
You had
it.
to practice.
I got a Friday like on the first try.
Oh, nice. Very
let's
good.
see, let's Jess, I'd like to see you do a Monday. I don't think you could do a Monday New York Times crossword puzzle.
Wow, we're throwing darts.
No, it's hard. It's hard. I'm not saying Jess is stupid. I'm just saying
I think you are.
Tom, have you done? You've certainly done the New York Times.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, sure.
I thought you did the mini.
he did do the mini for a while.
Yeah.
It's an embarrassment.
No, I've done every mini they've ever done.
I've done every mini, man. I've done every mini.
I try to get it done in under 60 seconds.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
What would you say your percentage rate for getting it under 60 seconds is?
Maybe 20, maybe.
Okay.
It's hard to do it under 60 seconds.
Do you do the Sunday one? The big one?
If I'm on an airplane or something, that's an ordeal. That's going to be
It's hard.
Very hard.
I would say the Saturday's harder. It's just not as many words.
Oh.
But I did send them a comment and a correction last week.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
Did you
clue
get it
was
printed?
the clue was the first thing a podcaster buys, and they had the answer Mike. And
M-I-C.
They had M-I-K-E, which is wrong.
Right. M-I-C.
It's M-I-C.
That's way wrong.
It's way wrong.
Wow.
Which, although Tom texted it to me, he's like, "This is wrong, isn't it?" I was like, "Yeah."
I
But
think so.
some comic, a bad comic, needs to be called Open Mic.
Open Mike Johnson.
That seems to me to be like a poetic license for a crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong is wrong.
Did they respond?
Yeah, they publish. People
Oh, okay.
comment, and a number of people also had the same notion that that happens all the time.
Yeah.
You think the New York Times is like, "Hey, that guy from that radio show has another problem with what we're doing."
Oh, he's on your ass again this week. Huh?
Anytime a crossword uses a foreign word, I'm out.
Oh, yeah?
They do that, though.
You just don't finish it?
No, I finish it, but
Oh.
it doesn't matter if I get it all right. It's
it's
immoral to have foreign words.
They have some French in there.
How do you say frisbee in Iraq? I don't care. This is ridiculous. Come on.
Do you look it up?
It's fiffle, by the way.
It's called
Actually,
non-existent.
No, it's a trick question. It's frisbee.
Yeah, it could be. Christy Lee is at her post here in the Bob and Tom newsroom at the news desk. What have you got?
A California bill would ban the sale of Skittles, hot tamales, and other candies.
I'm a bill, just a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Scholastic Rock, everyone.
Back to our childhood.
The new bill proposes that California stop allowing the manufacture, sale, and distribution of foods that contain red dye number 3,
Now
titanium
we've got this
dioxide,
homeless problem licked in California. I say we go after the candy.
Yeah.
potassium bromate, brominated vegetable oil, or propylene paraben. It was introduced by Assemblyman Jesse Gabriel.
Good work there, Gabriel.
Who said the chemicals have been linked to health problems, including increased risk of cancer, damage to the immune system, and behavioral issues in children. Maybe it's the sugar. They can be found in several popular food items. Yes, so.
Calm down, California.
Oh, this is right on brand.
Oh, sure it is.
Yeah, what's it, too colorful?
Yeah. You don't want that cherry red color, Tom.
Okay, they're banning
well, they
hot
want
tamales and
Skittles and other.
I get that ban.
Hot tamales, you're not a fan of?
Josh, not a fan?
Tom, you remember it's either cherry red or midnight blue. Remember that? Okay.
Titanium dioxide, though, can be found in cupcakes, trail mix, and ice cream.
Oh, well, you know California's not getting rid of trail mix.
No.
Yeah,
they love it over there.
Oh, okay.
Josh, are you a Mike and Ike guy?
No, not at all. Okay. No, and I'm not good. I'm not a good and plenty guy.
What do you do at the movies?
At the movies?
Yeah.
I am a.
Wait till you hear this.
Do you know?
I take
side of beef
every night.
Side of beef.
Applause from Hooker and Godwin.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Josh. What is your candy of choice? And by the way, Good and Plenty blows.
Yeah.
Really?
Who is buying that?
I'm with you, Tom. Tom and I are linked on a lot of food stuff, man.
I
Get that stuff out of here.
Here's the thing, Josh. There's no coming back from side of beef.
Oh, that's why I'm letting it. Yeah, no, yeah. It was good. It was real good.
Yeah.
Real good.
All right. So you're a chocolate guy at the movies?
If I get movie theater candy, I don't get candy at the movies, but I like snow caps.
Oh, yeah.
That's my go-to.
Good choice.
That's what I would get.
Non-Perels or whatever they're called, right? Aren't they?
Yeah. Like the small, yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, those are good.
Now, Christy, you annually buy a box of something and then just take one per movie?
Listen to this freak. This is who Andy's getting.
What are we talking about now?
What do you put on your popcorn?
Nothing.
Jesus.
I do the same. Yeah, I'm with Christy.
I don't like butter on my popcorn.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, I think if a good oil-based popcorn that's made right is outstanding.
Exactly.
Losers.
Okay.
I'd hook the hose up to my seat if I could.
Coming up, we have comedian Michael Rapaport. But right now, I hope you're enjoying this show. If you're enjoying it with those earbuds, I hope they're Raycons because they're twice as good and half the price. Chick McGee turned me on to them.
Exactly right, Tom. Raycon Premium Audio at the perfect price point. You can build great habits without breaking the bank, whether you're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, low latency gaming headphones, a speaker with a battery that'll last all night at your next all-night party. Raycons has got you covered. And Raycons start at around half the price of other premium audio brands. And even if you know you'll love your Raycons as much as we do, of course, Raycon wants to make sure you feel great after your purchase. They have an easy and free return guarantee. And Raycons, we haven't even mentioned, they have 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, and an awareness mode. If you're ready to buy something small with a big impact, go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. And yes, we have a deal for you. Get 15% off your Raycon order. All you have to do is go to buyraycon.com/Tom for 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Love the Raycon earbuds. Coming up, comedian Michael Rapaport will be joining us. We're hanging out with comedian Greg Warren. Greg will be at Dr. Grin's, Grand Rapids, Michigan, coming up this evening and Saturday and Friday as well. None in that order. Be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, you have the Bob and Tom Show app.
If you work on your feet all day, maybe you're a teacher, a waiter, a doctor, a nurse. Oh my gosh, you're running back and forth all the time. Maybe you're Noah back here that's working this camera who's running around. You need orange insoles in your shoes. The running shoes, insoles, a little floppy. Look at that. Sturdy, hold you up, support your weight. The proper way. OrangeInsoles.com. Check them out. Plus, you can win this Yeti. Think of all the things you can do with this. First off, you're going on your wonderful hikes and you can't wait to get back to your campsite, camping in the beautiful wilderness. And your River Rat friends are not going to be able to steal this Yeti cooler because you'll be able to see it. Check them out today, orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more. You get free shipping in the U.S. Plus, they have bundle and save options, so save some money. And if you sign up for text messages, you're going to get 10% off your entire order. Why are we still here?
That effort has been complicated by turmoil in the banking sector, with investors worried more banks might fail after Silicon Valley's bank's recent collapse. Benchmarks fell in Tokyo, Sydney, but rose in Hong Kong and Shanghai. And a rare tornado left a line of damage across roofs of commercial buildings in the Los Angeles suburb of Montebello. Video captured Wednesday shows pieces of roofing being ripped up and twisting into the sky. The National Weather Service confirmed a tornado with winds of up to 110 miles per hour did touch down. That violent weather comes amid a strong late-season Pacific storm that brought damaging winds and more rain and snow to saturated California. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach. So I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. And look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. He'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, hop, 2, 3, 4. What the hell we fighting for? Flute man. It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, hit him with your flute, Greg.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, gang, it's Ken Tarmac.
Kenny!
Hey, we just landed. I got a call on the white courtesy phone. I'll tell you what.
What?
Corporate has spy goggles today. They can find me anywhere.
Really?
So I'm on the plane. I'm on the 620 guy. Like I was saying, I'm next to some guy that kept going on and on and on today.
Yeah.
And almost ruined. Oh, gosh. Oh, I have another phone call.
You do?
Oh, and it's Tobik.
Uh-oh.
And I don't want to take this one.
Why not?
Hey, you want to hear a trick?
Well, okay.
Watch how I lose them. All you have to do is duplicate your voicemail greeting, and they have no idea it's not you.
Oh, okay.
Just listen to this.
All right.
I'm going to click over.
Okay.
Listen,
All
I got to memorize it, though.
Okay.
Okay, hang tight. Hi, you've reached gold-level sales leader Kenneth Tarmac. I'm sorry I can't take your call at the moment, but your call is very important to me. I check messages every quarter hour unless in flight, in which case I'll answer upon landing. So after the tone, please leave me your name, 2 numbers, and a brief message. Or you can Skypage, text, or preferably email me at ktar_closer.com. He's still talking.
Is he talking?
Yeah, he's still chatting me up. Oh, God.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold's over under Chicago, sound asleep. Is that right? I think so.
That's right.
Yeah, he's on his way.
He's
to Dubuque this week.
He's working the Comedy Bar in Chicago tonight, then Dubuque, the Comedy Bar, Friday and Saturday.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and we have a special guest in the studio.
We do. Comedian Greg Warren is here on his way to Dr. Grins in Grand Rapids, and we're going to hook up with comedian and actor Michael Rapaport. I think we got the cameras rolling, and I think we're pretty much ready to hook up right now. There we go.
Oh, there he is.
There's Mr. Rapaport. That is one hell of a backyard.
I think it's called an airport.
Oh, that's the airport. Okay.
How are you guys?
Good, man. Good.
Now, Michael, you were here many, many years ago, kind of before you started your acting career. And you're back doing some stand-up right now, but many, many, many great movies that you've been in. One of them is one of Chick's favorites. You want to tell Michael which one you love?
You remember your fabulous portrayal of Dale the Thug in Lucky Numbers. Honestly, that's one of my favorite movies.
You know, I love that movie. You know, it didn't do that good, but it was a fun movie to do. It was a great cast. John Travolta.
Yep.
The late Nora Ephron.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun growing up. You know, John Travolta was probably behind Rocky Balboa, him on Saturday Night Fever, him in Saturday Night Fever and him on Welcome Back, Kotter were two things that were just meant so much to me. So to be able to work with him was a trip.
Oh,
was
I
really
can
a trip. And yeah, but I appreciate that. I had so much fun doing that movie. I wish more people saw it.
Yeah, a lot of people saw. Was it Mighty Aphrodite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mighty Aphrodite up. Mira Sorvino won the Oscar for that, and Woody Allen, very good movie, fun movie, and you know, I was young, excited, and happy to be a part of that.
Oh, and I'm just remembering now, you were also in Justified. You played one of the crows, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Darryl Crow Jr.
That's
the late, great Darryl Crow Jr.
That's right.
I love doing that show. Those guys were awesome. Timothy Olyphant, Walt Goggins.
Yeah.
And it was very fun to do, very fun to be around all those actors. And I was a fan of the show beforehand, so to be a part of it was really cool.
Sure, yeah.
And you know, I'm lucky. I'm lucky to be able to have done those things. I'm lucky to be performing in Indianapolis this weekend, and I appreciate you guys having me on the show again.
Now, am I correct in saying it would be fair to say you are an authority on the New York Knicks?
I would say I have an authoritative opinion. I don't say I'm necessarily authority. You know, like I'm not like Mr. Stat Guy. I can't. My memory isn't good in terms of this game, that game, and in 2007 this and 1996 playing against Indiana Pacers. Listen, I want to keep things light. I'm invested in your town, so I don't want to go down the wrong road. You know, those were some, for you guys and for us. You know, we walked away. We weren't the same after those battles. But it was, I mean, that was such a good time for basketball, whether you win or lose. Obviously Michael Jordan was killing us and killing you guys, and but that was such a fun time for basketball. And whether you love Reggie Miller or hated Reggie Miller, Chris Mullin is my guy, and Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas, the coaches. It was such a fun time watching those games and those battles. You did not know who was going to win. You did not know who was going to walk out on a stretcher. It was physical basketball. And the personalities and the drama and the Spike Lee, and it was just so much fun watching those games. It's so much fun.
Have you met a lot of the Knicks over the course of the time?
I've met a lot of Knicks. I've met a lot of NBA players. I mean, I love the NBA. I grew up wanting to be an NBA player. Obviously, my hoop dreams did not work out. I didn't even come close to working out, but I had fun, growing up playing ball. But yeah, I've met a lot of the Knicks players. I met a lot of the NBA players. I met Reggie Miller and Mark Jackson was, one of my heroes because he played for St. John's. And of course he was the point guard for you guys. So, but yeah, I mean, I've been fortunate to get to meet a lot of NBA players.
Who has the best sense of humor?
That's a good question. Oh, man, that's a really good question. You know who has the best sense of humor? The two people that have the best sense of humor in the NBA that I met, Gary Payton of the Seattle Supersonics and Rick Mahorn of the Detroit Pistons. Great sense of humor. Funny, self-effacing. Brian Scalabrine, also of the Chicago Bulls, Boston Celtics. The White Mamba, of course. He's very funny too. I would say those three could definitely be performing at Helium Comedy next. Those three are very funny.
Good. Well, it sounds like you're getting paged, so we'll let you go. Michael Rapaport, one last thing. What's the next TV or movie project you're working on? Do you know?
I'm not getting paged. That's just the, they're announcing all this stuff. I'm not in any rush. I am working on the Amy Schumer show. We're doing the second season of the Amy Schumer show called Life of Beth for Hulu. The first season was good. And I'm actually shooting that right now simultaneously and performing on the road. But like I said, I'm excited to be in Indianapolis. I'll be landing this afternoon, and we got 5 awesome shows all weekend at the club there.
Great. At the Helium. Well, thanks, Michael. Good luck. Best of luck to your Knicks. Sad news about Willis Reed, by the way, for Knicks fans. That's a drag.
That was a blow because he meant so much to the history of New York sports and, of course, the Knicks and all that stuff. So, that was tough. And, like the Pacers, we've been chasing championships for years, and, getting close is you don't remember getting close. You just remember the losses. And obviously Willis meant so much to those teams.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, sad news indeed. Well, congratulations on all your successes. And we'll be watching you and watching for you. And once again, live this weekend. Details on that coming up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. Safe
Thank you, sir.
Look forward to seeing you.
I appreciate you guys having me, and I appreciate the support. I'm looking forward to a great weekend at the Helium Comedy Club. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you very much, Michael. Yeah, he was in the studio like 30 years ago.
Just a terrific talent.
Oh, yeah. Love him.
And I remember going to see some movie going, wait a minute. That's that guy.
Yeah.
Was he doing stand-up back then?
Yeah.
A very distinctive voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very New York. New York. Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What do we got going over there?
Snoop Dogg launching his own brand of coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Indox. Is that how you say that? Oxys will source beans from Indonesia.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, not if they're going with Oxy.
Yeah, that's
what is this?
INDOXYZ.
XYZ? Oh, so it's like Oshi or something, probably. There's XYZ in it.
I think we've figured out the first problem with this coffee.
I can't believe it's not selling.
They're going to source beans from Indonesia that will be shipped to Los Angeles, where they will be prepared by a master roaster, in addition to selling so-called premium lifestyle coffee.
Now, Josh, you weren't a master roaster, were you?
Not so much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't roast the fish that
What
we
would
were
you-
catching so much as.
What was your function?
I would make sure everybody had the right lures, the right, if they were going live, I would worms, crawfish, that kind of thing. Sometimes chicken livers.
So what would you call yourself?
I was very good at baiting.
So you were a master baiter.
Will you get your mind out of the gutter? My God.
So,
I had no idea what you
Here
were
I am
trying
having
to
a
do.
conversation.
Some people.
How do we...
Sicko.
How do they describe the coffee again? What was it?
Premium lifestyle coffee?
Yeah, that's a word meaning expensive.
Yeah, the brand will also brew and sell an exclusive line of cold brew. Though Snoop has numerous other business ventures, this makes his first foray into the coffee industry as a brand owner. Now, it doesn't say anything about the marijuana. Is it going to be separate from that?
I bet it's CBD infused.
Yeah, or something.
At first, I thought the Indo was indica, but it's Indonesian, so I don't know that that's...
Do you think there's a coffee brand where they don't have a master roaster? Oh, no, it's Paul. He just started.
He's an apprentice.
He really doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, we hope one day he'll be a master.
Yeah,
we have a roaster.
Yeah, I mean, these days, I mean, you don't know what you're going to get. It
doesn't work hard. He's mostly a coaster, really.
Yeah.
He's a coaster roaster?
Yeah,
he's coaster roaster.
But he is proud of it, isn't he, Pat? That would make him a
boaster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Snoop Dogg. What is he going to stir it with? Would have been a shizzle stick?
Boy, that was. I know.
Wait a minute.
That was a lot closer than you wanted it to be.
Yeah,
shizzle. Yeah, I think shizzle.
Shizzle.
Yeah.
Shizzle. Wait a minute.
Shizzle stick.
You would say for shizzle. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Nearly 200 years after Ludwig van Beethoven's death, researchers are analyzing the famed composer's DNA. Thank you, Chick.
Oh, his DNA.
What'd you think they were going to examine?
But that is not about the health problems.
I thought they were examining the brown thing he left on his piano stool.
Oh, that was
Beethoven's last movement.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Jesus. God, I haven't heard that in 40 years.
This is not Beethoven, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
Walter Murphy.
Eight
right?
more minutes.
Well, yeah.
It was a big disco hit, right?
Yeah, it was.
It was really good, man. I loved
Saturday
it.
Night Fever.
It's fun.
Yeah.
They're trying to find out
Greg
about
loved
his health problems and his hearing loss. Scientists were not able to crack the case of Beethoven's deafness or severe stomach ailments, but they did find a genetic risk for liver disease, plus a liver-damaging hepatitis B infection in the last months of his life. These factors, along with his chronic drinking, probably enough to cause a liver failure.
That might be the liver issue.
The DNA thing may be
found. And this knife may have to do something. Wait.
Yeah.
Very sharp pencil may have something to do with his hearing loss.
Scientists did find that celiac disease and lactose intolerance were unlikely.
Celiac.
You ought to know by now.
Composer's stomach maladies. The research was published.
Maladies.
So this is just based on his piece of his hair.
Piece of his hair, yes.
Isn't celiac like a wheat?
Gluten it's gluten. Yeah.
Ask Mr. Stomach Problem guy over there. You know all about this.
Mostly, I just go by Greg.
But he has a stomach thing because he knows that he's not that good, and he worries if he gets another gig after one ends. Right, Greg?
I didn't even know what he said.
I don't understand.
I think it was an insult.
I think he was attempting to make an insult, but I don't get it either.
So worried.
He was taking a shot at me, was he not?
No. I'm your best friend.
Celiac is a gluten intolerance. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's serious. I mean, but gluten's in like deodorant. I'm not celiac.
Oh,
Christy.
You're not?
No, he's just picky.
He's trendy.
I think she's right. You're just picky. You're difficult.
Not difficult.
Yeah.
Well, you not admitting you're difficult is being difficult.
A British man is asking for help after losing his father's ashes while on a 9-hour pub crawl.
Oh, boy.
Is that my fault?
That was good.
That was good.
I'm going to say it's Leicester Live reports that Stan Blade took
Lester.
the remains of his father back to his hometown of Southend as a final farewell. He also intended to record a video for TikTok with his father's ashes on the Seaside Downs amusement ride.
Well, that should be hilarious.
According to the Mirror, the 39-year-old bumped into a group of old mates and ended up going on a lengthy bar crawl with them, taking his father's ashes in tow.
Right.
At one point during the night, Blade misplaced the Tesco shopping bag containing a wooden casket which held the ashes.
Oh. His buddies probably snorted him off the ass of a hooker.
Exactly. Guy's just raising up going, I might know something about this.
Blade, who reportedly drank 6 tins of Stella and 5 pints of lager, never realized the ashes were missing until he arrived home.
Do they call cans tins?
Apparently. He has since posted an appeal on social media.
I think they covered that on a Ted Lasso episode, didn't they?
I'm sure they did.
Asking for information on the whereabouts of his father's
He
ashes.
remembers exactly what he drank, but he doesn't remember where he left his dead dad.
Anytime anyone says, I only had 2 beers, officer, this is a math problem. Multiply by 5.
I only had tea martinis, okay? Who are you to judge me?
So he's putting up posters.
He's going on social media, too, and putting
Wanted, dead.
Yeah. I hope it's just a picture of a pile of ashes.
Yeah, is he offering an reward? I don't know what happened there.
Real embarrassing.
You know what? I don't know what you're saying, but I'm going to take it as an insult.
I mean, wouldn't you have just faked it?
What do you just what?
Faked it?
Well, it's like when your kid's goldfish dies.
Oh.
You go buy another one and stick it in the thing.
Or you teach them about life and death.
What are you talking about? Going out to the fire pit and just refilling?
Yeah, exactly. I think if there's a reward, nailed it that time.
Somebody could just go get some dirt and be like, I found your dad. Give me the 600.
He's not offering money.
Hey, we got to make it look kind of like his.
And what are we talking about?
Put one of these fake mustaches on that pile of
Well, thank you very much, Christy.
I have another story real quick.
Okay.
Fine.
What? No, you. All right.
I'll do it.
I'm done.
Is this it?
That's it.
Is this the story?
Yep.
There we go. So may people. I already messed it up.
Some people are painting their grass to maintain the illusion of a green lawn.
Like the NFL?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
According to the Wall Street Journal, painted lawns are becoming more popular amid rising inflation.
Painted
droughts,
lawns.
And severe
There you go, Pat.
storms.
Is that a tainted love?
Yes.
Soft sell.
Very funny. Very funny. Well, I wasn't going to do a hard sell. There's no reason it speaks for itself.
That make maintaining a green lawn more difficult than ever. In addition to cutting down maintenance costs, painting can also cut down on water usage because grass does not need to be alive to cling on to paint. However, not everyone is a fan of the solution. One Arizona resident said green paint is not only unseasonable, but it also gets on his dog's paws. Well, don't walk your dog on the
Doesn't it, we want it to dry first?
You do. I did this. I sold my house last year, and we did it before showings.
That
If
should
there
be
was any-
illegal.
You
Yeah,
did that? That's
sure
misleading.
Did. Sure did.
How did you do that?
There's just there's a spray you can buy online, and you put it in one of those like what you would do a weed spray with.
Fertilizer spreader
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Monsters.
Just do
Do you
it
have to tape off the sidewalk?
No, I actually just did it. There was a couple of dead spots that when if you looked out, you saw it.
This is like a spray tan for your lawn.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And you're like, Jess, you idiot. It's supposed to be green paint.
Oh, not orange? Orange was wrong? No, okay.
Wow.
So this is a special paint of some sort.
It is, but there's a lot of people that just do it all over.
Well, it's big out, especially out in
Sure,
Arizona.
makes sense.
Oh, yeah. The water's illegal.
The existence of lawns in some places is not a smart idea.
Right.
But they accused the NFL for the Super Bowl of ruining the field. As one headline was, the MVP should be the turf because it was so bad for that. And part of it was the fact that they sprayed it green.
Both teams had to
television.
play on
I
the
thought they
same
always
field.
sprayed the turf green. That's not common?
It wasn't because of the
It's
paint.
real grass.
It was real grass. They brought it in too soon, and it molded or something. It smelled bad.
It was
I'm
soaking
allergic
wet.
to mold.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Well, when we come back, we'll find out what other ailments Greg has.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's single.
He's a stutterer. You know.
If you're, if
That was an honest Jesus.
if you're a physician and want to say I'm at Dr.
Make
Green's
some money
tonight.
today.
Okay, but
Good God.
I get dizzy on roller
He was
coasters.
disgusted with me.
tis the season, actually, in many spots to be getting ready, not quite ready, but getting ready to get your grass all planted and have real grass for your lawn, perhaps. But it's also the grilling season, which means Omaha Steaks is there and ready for you. Tell me more, Josh.
That's right. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to spring into something delicious with their semi-annual sale. 50% off site-wide, my friends. Grab all your favorites like perfectly aged tender steaks, ocean-fresh seafood, juicy burgers, incredible air-chilled chicken, and decadent desserts. Plus, when you go to omahasteaks.com and you use promo code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. I grilled up some burgers the other night, and the day before I grilled up some hot dogs. And I got to tell you, even leftover Omaha Steaks is just awesome. The juiciness is maintained. The flavor is locked in. You are going to love Omaha Steaks. It's the perfect way to get fired up and spring into something special. It's all quality and convenience at Omaha Steaks. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Take advantage of this deal. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship, and it's right away. It just shows up on your porch. You open that door, and you know you are going to feast for a while. Hurry, though. That 50% off site-wide is only happening for a limited time. Do not miss your chance to save. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout. Get an additional $30 off when you shop their semi-annual sale.
Thank
That's
you,
right.
Josh.
Minimum order may be required, Tom, but you know that's not a problem.
Of course. I, by the way, just got this message. We were talking about crossword puzzles and the lack of validity to using foreign words in a crossword puzzle in America. And I said, I don't care how they spell Frisbee in Iraq. Got this message. My son is currently deployed in Iraq. They say Frisbee Frisbee.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We just sent him 2 in a care package. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. When we come back, we're going to have a reason to hear this important message.
Hello there.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Every day he played around 18 holes, then some practice. Every night he played around too with some blind that he saw at the bar. And the fly of the tiger was unzipped once again. And he thought no one would be the wiser. He had plenty of women, some were skeezers and hoes, who all had their eye on the fly of the tiger. Back at home, Thanksgiving night, Tiger saw her unravel. His wife, Elin, a cute little blonde who you'd figure could not hurt a fly. But the fly of the tiger is right where she aimed. She took one mighty swing with his driver. She missed his crotch but hit his Tag Heuer watch. She laughed as she watched time fly off the tiger. Buick's gone, so was Accenture. Gillette cut him quickly. It turned ugly when Nike pulled out. They took his hat and his shoes and his balls. Yes, the fly of the tiger has cost them a lot. But for Tiger, there's a silver lining. He's got a new sponsor. It's Danny's Restaurants. They're always open, just like the fly of the tiger.
Yeah, all right.
Tested basket for the Warriors. Kevin Looney had an easy dunk on an inbounds play with the Mavericks lined up on the offensive end after a timeout late in the third quarter of Golden State's 127-125 win. The Mavericks thought they had the ball after an official, Andy Nagy, pointed in Golden State's direction for possession, but then quickly pointed to the Dallas bench to indicate a timeout. Cuban says it was the worst officiating non-call mistake possibly in the history of the NBA. Ja Morant returned to the court last night and led the Grizzlies to a win at home over the Rockets, 130-125. Also winning in the NBA last night, Denver, Indiana, Miami, Milwaukee, Philly, Minnesota, Portland, and the Los Angeles Lakers. And just 2 games in the NHL last night, Edmonton gets the win in overtime, beating Arizona 4-3. And the Penguins beat Colorado 5-2 in regulation. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I ran into a little of Tom speak last night. He said, my wife had some flowers she brought home from work. I said,
oh boy.
They would look nice in a flower container. She said, you mean a vase? I immediately blamed Tom.
You know, Willie, the last time I took flowers home to a woman, she goes, oh, I guess now you expect me to open my legs? I said, why? Don't we have a vase?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
I bet you were fun in school.
Had a good time at school.
Yeah, I bet the teachers loved you.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, right. Yeah, I went to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about this. You look like you spend a lot of time lifting weights. Are you a fitness buff?
Yeah, I like to pump a little iron, you know what I mean? I drink the protein shakes, take the vitamins, take the St. John's for my wart. I do the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a wart, do you?
I like to go out and chalk up. The whole key is chalking up. You got to chalk up when you go. You got to chalk it up. I got the weight belt on. Chicks dig the weight belts. They dig the weight belts with a name on the back. You know, Steve. I don't know who Steve is, but he's missing his weight belt. Is that what you were waiting for? That's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like to pump it up. You got to be in top shape because I play golf.
You do.
You guys know the golf bit.
Oh, yeah.
I love golf. I play a lot
bit.
of golf. I got some new golf jokes. I play a lot of golf. Oh, yeah. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands. I don't care. The instructor's always trying to change your grip. Like, hey, you're not the boss of me. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. I got the weight belt on. Steve's playing some golf, baby. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake. I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far a golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? You ever wonder? 13 feet. I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's
Wow.
Tom.
Look me right in the eyes.
With a special Bob and Tom comedy legend.
Greg,
a surprise.
Greg Hahn, you're about to say.
You were about to say Greg Hahn.
Greg Warren is here with us. He'll be at the at Dr. Grin's this evening and Friday and Saturday.
I thought it was Professor Grin.
That's what Jess said.
I didn't know.
It's Dr. Grin.
Sorry, doc. Maybe that doctor can look at some of your ailments, buddy.
Whoa.
Do you think that buddy thing made us friends?
I thought it'd help.
You just say something mean.
Little verbal condom.
Let's do a little quiz for Greg. We're going to do Today in History.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty smart on history stuff.
He's smart.
Okay.
Today in history, March 23rd. Today is Elton John's birthday, no?
March 25th.
Jesus, dude.
Here's
It's all right.
Tom.
The quiz.
Well, Jess has those glasses on. I thought that was for Elton John's birthday.
Uh-huh.
No, she was named in the Harry Carey will.
Oh, listen to
He
that.
got you. He got you.
They're big, you see. Okay, Greg. This is the anniversary of the birth of this gentleman. I'm going to play some audio from him.
Abraham Lincoln.
I want to see if you can identify this voice.
Hello there. Oh, that's that guy that you.
That's that guy. I'm sorry.
That's
is.
that guy that you always. You're exactly right.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Want to hear it again?
Hello there.
Yeah, that'll help.
No, it's not this guy.
Hello there.
That's Wolfman Jack.
I know who
Oh,
it is.
yeah, I know who that is.
You know, Wolfman Jack, that's not his real name.
No.
No kidding.
His real name's Wolfman Bob.
It's actually Bob Smith.
Tickled Greg.
That's a good one.
His real name was Bob Smith.
I'm sorry. I thought it was good,
It
Chick.
was, yeah.
Yeah, Wolfman. The Wolfman. We talked to him. Sadly, he died many years ago. No, this is the voice.
The other guy's dead, too, isn't he?
Yes, he's also deceased.
Marty Allen?
Marty Allen from Allen and Rossi. Great, very funny guy.
Do you have any affection for anyone alive?
No.
And what is it? Did you say it was the anniversary of his birth?
Yeah, because when they're dead, it's kind of awkward to say happy birthday to them.
Sure. Okay.
In fact, almost everybody in the birthday list is gone.
Well, this is fun.
Who else?
Well, why don't you go near the end where they're still alive?
Okay, I could do
None
it
of those are
backwards.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Any of these.
it's always that.
Don't start with the Conquerors.
Oh, I know. Elton John's birthday.
Yeah, it's coming up.
March 25th.
Yeah,
okay.
25th.
Freddie Hammock was born on this day.
This is weird. Kyrie Irving, who's been in the news for the wrong reasons lately.
He didn't play last night.
He has some theories about history.
He's a flat Earth guy, and ironically anti-Semitic, and his last name is Irving. No, really, he's an idiot.
You know, Josh used to work at a bar, didn't you? And Kyrie Irving walked in. Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Shaka Khan's birthday.
I was getting to that.
Shaka Khan.
She's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great story about her in Japan on tour. The limo pulls up. She leans out and barfs all over the floor. Hilarious. See, this is getting sadder.
Like you've never thrown up.
You don't like to party?
Come on.
That's true. I like to lean out of a limo and barf every weekend.
Different times.
Chaka Khan. Sad. John Panette, friend of the show, also gone, sadly.
Yeah.
Very sad. Got some Rick Ocasek, also deceased.
What list do you have? What is he? Dead?
Werner von Braun, also dead. This is
Burger von Braun.
Werner.
We hardly
I thought he said burger.
I thought he said burger, too.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a great place. Yeah. You name the restaurants after famous people in rocketry. I'd like the Burger von Braun, please.
Well, there's Johnny Rockets already.
The famous in German history.
Okay, here's an
Things we
important
learned today.
Before you get to that, 1857, Elisha Otis installed the first elevator
Yeah, he did.
in New York City.
You know how he tested it by, they lowered him down on the rope, well, the way the elevators operated in those days, and he told him to cut the rope, and he cut it, and he didn't fall. He had a safety situation there. That's what he made big.
Wow.
Elijah, you have to know that when you work for Otis.
No, his sister Fifi wasn't so lucky. No, Fifi, don't worry, it won't.
She was squashed. Willie Griswold's on the road. He's at the Comedy Bar in Dubuque Friday and Saturday night. His first headlining gig ever, and he's at the in Chicago tonight at another place.
Comedy Bar.
Comedy Bar.
I continue to take applications for wife number 4, and people on the internet and in the chat rooms are insisting I'm wearing this blue shirt because I'm looking for women.
He's on the prowl, folks.
Wait till you see tomorrow's shirt. Oh, boy.
You think is that on its right?
Are you just noticing his shirt?
It's a good-looking shirt.
It is. It's a good color on
Yeah,
there.
you have to understand where he sits. I can only see his head.
It's a really good shirt.
That's too
Screen
bad.
in front of me. Is that a sexy shirt?
I wouldn't say sexy.
Handsome.
Very nice shirt.
I'm as sexy as all get out.
You're too sexy for that shirt.
I'm too sexy for Warren, I can tell you that.
What? Why?
these ladies
I
sending-
got a blue thing on, too.
Yeah, you do. Matches your
It
eyes.
looks more like a turd when you wear it.
All right.
That's what I was going for.
Are these ladies sending you naked pictures and stuff?
No,
They will.
no naked pictures.
Send
Not yet.
nudes, ladies. Send nudes.
Yeah, send nudes.
Oh, man.
Why did I get up today?
Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.